Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. As always, our thanks go out to Critical Role for developing and creating the wonderful world of Exandria that we are playing in, using the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. And thank you to Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov. All of our music comes from those many of artists over on Spotify, so go and check them out. Last time, with the Second Chances, you had all finally managed, after chasing them along the Menagerie coast, finally caught up with the man who was heading the, or at least driving the cart that was transporting the kidnapped Aeromatons from Nicodranus, Port Zune, Phaolin, and Port Damali. You were able to defeat him single-handedly. Is it too soon still?
It will never not be too soon.
Okay. Roz lost an arm.
Last week?
I did not use that one last week, no. Roz lost an arm in the process, but the Aeromatons were saved, though they were all missing their memories. I believe it was Corey was able to contact Amu, a turtle druid that the party had met when they first visited the Menagerie Coast, who came to them and opened a portal via plants and took the Aeromatons to Aor's recollection in hopes that they could be helped there. The party continued on to the city of Gwardan on their way to Leaf's home at the base of the Sirios Mountains, and upon arriving, found a refugee camp outside of Gwardan of about 40 to 50 Pallid Elves. Some of them seem to recognize Maeve as Farseer Timavra Ashfall, and she found out that the reason that they were all here is that more and more Pallid Elves have started to leave the Grove because of a mysterious illness that was affecting them, but which got better once they left the Pallid Grove. She chatted a little bit with their leader, decided that the next day she would address the group, and that was about where we left off. You guys were getting ready to enter into the city, and also Zana
has been missing, and I'm taking a sending stone out right now. Nope.
Okay, so as you are getting ready to head into the city, and you are fishing around for a sending stone, you do notice as well. We'll say Leaf and Leo notice this since Maeve is probably a little bit more focused on this sending stone right now. There is a group of Zalezo who are standing around and inspecting your cart and horses, which is tied up sort of near where a bunch of the horses in the carts that the Pallid Grove also have. They're kind of all parked like a similar area, but you see a group of Zalezo are kind of walking around and inspecting it.
Our cart specifically?
Your cart specifically. Would someone
I don't think we should go as a group, but I'll sneak over and go check out what's going on.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Oh, that's not great. 9 plus 13.
That, I mean, it's not bad. So,
13,
22? All right.
Yeah, but if they've got, like, my perception. I'm just kidding.
Well, one of them rolled a 3. One of them rolled a 2.
Excellent guards.
Another one rolled
They got a lot of
4.
Roslins in their guard.
Yeah, one of them rolled a 14, so...
You could look in that color.
We'll say, what's perception is wisdom?
Yeah. It is.
So they would... Yeah, all right. So as you're kind of like sneaking over that way, the first sort of general bit of info that you get from them is they seem to recognize the cart. And one of the Zalezo, he definitely looks like he's the one that's in charge. He's kind of like, pointing around, commanding people. They're talking to him. Is a drow, and he kind of sees you trying to hide yourself behind some of the horses, which mostly works, except he sees your feet as you go like from horse to horse. Hey, you there, elf? Can we help you with something?
Yeah, what's going on in town?
Make a deception
You know
check
it's our
at
cart.
disadvantage, please.
They know it's our card, I think. Don't they? All right.
I'm
I'm looking for a
spending
sending stone
inspo.
still.
What was that?
I'm still looking for the sending stone.
No, sorry,
Yes.
Leo.
Oh,
I'm using inspiration.
All right, so straight roll.
apologies.
18 plus 6.
Okay. Kind of gives you a bit of a side eye. Head in if you want to find out what's happening. There's plenty to see.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, and I will head off.
All right, give me a perception check as you're walking away to see if you can overhear anything else that they're talking about.
Uh, 15 plus 10, so 25.
Yep, okay. So as you're walking away, you hear him giving orders. All right, take someone, head into the Pallid camp, see if you can find out if they have any idea who it was that came in with this cart. Check who was on post last night. I want descriptions of whoever it was. This is definitely the one that matches the description. And they're all like, yes, sir. And they kind of walk off.
Did Leo buy a stolen cart?
No, this is the cart that belonged to the Aromaton kidnapper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're not very
Yep.
smart.
Okay.
We should
fair
have ditched
enough.
that shit a long time ago. I'm not taking any responsibility for it anymore.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
Or, you know, you can always try and tell them the truth as well.
I was gonna say.
They're
Maeve.
like, we didn't do anything illegal.
Mhm.
I'm a former criminal. I don't deal well with the cops.
I hope they don't check your permanent record. Maeve, what is your sending sending spell that you send out?
God, I'm not gonna count it. I'm just gonna say, hey, didn't see you this morning. Are you okay? Where are you at?
You get back. I'm fine. Meet me at the Purple Chamber and I will explain.
He gives that a sigh and says to the group, Sana says to meet her at the Purple Chamber. I'm guessing that's in the city.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna give her these.
Does
blinky
anyone else
sentences.
notice, like, the dudes
Bra?
that were by our cart?
Yeah, you all, well, sorry, I said that Leo
You said
and
Leaf and Leo.
noticed,
Yeah.
but once Leo started walking in that direction, you all would have noticed.
What's
And
going on?
if I can,
Did you come back,
Uh,
Leo?
yeah, I would have come back as soon as possible. They think we're the kidnappers. Or we need to explain we're not the kidnappers.
Okay, let's. Okay,
Yeah,
let's go.
yeah. We're just
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and take care of this right now.
Smart. I'll
yeah.
go with Roz.
And yeah, Maeve too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go over and talk this out.
Carmina's worried about her horse.
Hale, can I help you?
He turns towards you. I don't believe so. Who are you?
Well, my
The
name's
owner of that horse over there, that's mine.
All right. And would this cart also happen to be yours?
I mean, I don't
Well-
own it.
That's debatable. The kidnapper who owned it used to own it. Now it's ours.
And was he hauling any sort of cargo when you took it from him?
He was a group of
You mean
Aormatons.
People? Yeah.
He turns back over to someone behind him. Go and get the others. They don't have to question anyone in the camp. Roz, make a persuasion check for me.
Sure.
Just to
Use
determine
charisma.
the rest of his disposition here.
25.
25. Let's That's good enough. You can definitely see that there is some weight that seems to sort of slide off of his shoulders a bit. Well, we owe you a bit of a debt of gratitude then. We've been trying to find some lead on the kidnappings here for a while now. What sort of information did you get out of him? Do you still have him?
No. He's dead.
We killed him.
Yeah.
I killed him.
Roz will show her bloody stump. He kind of forced the issue.
Uh-huh. So no information then.
I guess I'm gonna telepathically ask Roz, should we share about Gareth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll share what we learned in Port Tamale and kind of give the breakdown of what we've been learning along our way, and ultimately that we believe that they were bound for the Dural Woods.
All right. So as you begin explaining, he kind of snaps his fingers twice, and you watch as one of the other guys, a half-elf, younger man, kind of quickly takes out like a little scroll and
Oh, that's so cool. I need someone to do that for me.
a quill
and
like starts like taking notes down. And by the time you're done, he's kind of like rubbing the bridge of his nose. All right. Thank you for all this. We'll verify what we can. But just so I'm clear, you were someone was finally able to apprehend this man because of a group of kids in Nicodranus?
Yeah.
Kids are perceptive.
I mean,
They
yeah, they're
care
the only
about
ones who
things.
really cared, so they hired us to go check it out.
All right.
Kids notice more things than you think.
A bit disturbing that none of the other cities here in the Menagerie Coast were putting much effort or resources into it. We didn't realize that it had spread as far as it had, but it originated here, and if your suspicions of the Dural Woods are any indication, could have some reason why rogue automatons have started to pop up and attack travelers on the road as well.
Well, after we get things sorted here, we'll be continuing north to try and root out the source of it.
My name is Spider Maximo, by the way. He introduces himself, and whatever you guys, if you want to give your names and group name,
Sure.
takes
We
those
do.
as well.
Yeah.
His name is Spider.
His name is Spider, yep.
Maximo. Could you write down the thing?
Is he a Lolth-sworn drow?
He's here, so I hope not.
His name is Spider. I'm kind of assuming he is.
Maybe at one point he was. Who knows?
Yeah.
Say, maybe he's reformed. Is Lolth even in Exandria?
Yes, Lolth
Oh,
is one
okay.
of
I
the
didn't know.
betrayer gods.
Oh, okay. Man, fair enough. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we've been working in concert with some concerned citizens. There's a shelter set up in the city for the Aeromatons. You said that when you had found it that there were Aeromatons in there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were able to contact a friend who was able to take them to safety and get them back to their home.
Well, you may want to check with Aries Albert. Halfling woman runs the local inn called the Purple Chamber.
Huh.
If you have any other information, or perhaps talking to her might get you more information if you're looking into more of this. But thank you. We've been on the lookout for this cart for some time, but we only get a chance at it once every month or so, and they don't usually take the front gate in, which is why it was odd to see it sitting out here.
And if you want the cart, you can if you'll replace it with one of yours, I mean, that's fine. We don't really care which cart it is. We just want our horses.
Horses are fine. If you don't mind our men looking it over, though, there's nothing we can draw from it. You're free to keep it, I suppose.
Can I check? Princess isn't in the cart, is she?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That is a 19. Yeah, 19.
You don't seem to see Princess anywhere, but more importantly, you also don't see, items that shouldn't be there or duplicates of any items. So,
I don't see any items in there.
yep. So you don't think she's around here. She could still be back at the tent that you left.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
If they're all set with us, we're gonna
Mhm.
head on in.
One more thing, if I could. I don't know how long you plan to stay in town, but if your means is to stop the Aeromaton kidnapping ring, he likely wasn't working alone. We'll look into this Gareth individual that you had mentioned, but we also believe that Gwardan being the last stop on his chain through the coast, if he was going into the Dorel Woods, it's possible that there is some sort of headquarters or base that they have out there. But the fact that he was coming into town, they could also have someplace in there that we don't know of. So just keep that in mind as you continue your investigation. And if you need any help, find me and let me know.
What's the name of the place on us at Purple?
Purple chamber.
The Purple
Chamber.
Chamber. Yep, which is the
Could
same
you
one
tell
that
us-
he just recommended you
mentioned
to
it.
as well.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, he'll give you directions to it as well. And then
Okay.
he also flips you a small coin that has like the Zalezo sort of logo on it, and basically says if you need any help, find a Zalezo, show them this, and they'll contact me.
Thank you.
Will do.
All right. So with that, you head into Gwardan proper, and Purple Chamber gonna be your first stop.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's not like we have to find an inn.
Someone already found it for you. You're welcome.
She's gonna get one of those linking sending stones now.
Oh, so you can just go, so you can message back and forth.
Yeah, I'd be like, where are you at? Where'd you go? Check in.
So as you head further in and follow the instructions, you do eventually come to a building that has a bit of sort of an older looking exterior compared to some of the others around it. It is still kind of made and shaped in like the same way. Like imagine how like hobbit houses kind of are, but it's not like built into a hill, but it just has like sort of domed, large sort of shape. And above it, it says the Purple Chamber, and there is a purple chamber pot that's hanging like just below the sign. Heading inside, pretty minimalist as far as like decor and furnishings go, but there is a lot of like old sort of dried flowers, different types of like vegetables that seem to have been treated in some way, or maybe they're not real, maybe they're wax, who knows. But all the decorations kind of seem to be influenced around or kind of based on the idea of this being like a sort of farm or plant life around here. It's kind of a little odd, but it does have a nice aroma to it. It smells very like natural in here. Almost as
Not
soon
what
as
I
you-
would expect of a place named after a chamber pot.
the Purple Chamber. And you see a familiar ASMR sitting up near the bar. Since the defeat of the four-armed man, she's gone back to her ASMR form now instead of the mirror form.
Well, I'll approach her. Anyone else gonna approach her? Good morning.
I mean, it's breakfast. Y'all can, like, I guess, grab breakfast while you're in here or something.
I guess so, yeah. We'll grab some food.
She nods to you, and you all go over, and we'll say you grab a table, like, in the corner.
Yeah.
My apologies for not coming back last night.
Here.
I-
She gives her one of the linked sending stones. Just keep that for now.
All right. She pockets it. Got a lay of the city last night. I also looked into the doctor that Roz wants to check in with. The reason I didn't come back last night, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I was being tailed at some point. I'm not sure why, but I was able to slip away from them a few times, tried to follow them back but they noticed me again as well. I think there might have been a group of them, at least 3, maybe 4. They were good. They were experienced.
All
Judging-
elves?
There was an elf, 2 humans, and a dwarf.
Okay.
Given the fact that Gareth and that other man was employed for this, it wouldn't surprise me if others under their employ they're likely ex-mercenaries, could be former scar bearers, Paragon's Call, or Golden Chain, given that we're in the Menagerie Coast. So I would have been able to leave the city without them seeing me, but obviously they would have known that the Pallid camp was one of the places that I could have gone. I didn't want to bring undue attention or suspicion and endanger those in the camp. So my
I
apologies again.
understand. It's okay. I thank you for thinking that through, and I should have given that to you long ago for you to be able to say something sooner. But I appreciate you trying to keep us safe. We were, one of the Selesno guards did know the cart, so we told them what we knew, and they did, I believe, mention that there's likely people in the city involved, so looks like you found some of them.
So what's the plan for today then?
Roz needs to go see the doctor.
Yep.
We have let that arm go untreated for way too long, actually.
It's a good thing I'm immune to disease. Otherwise, this would be very infected right now.
You know,
Well,
that's...
I mean,
good.
we have plenty of magic. It's a
I know, it's just
wonderful
funny.
thing.
Wonderful invention magic is.
Mhm.
So I think that's number 1. Tonight I am giving a sort of forum meeting to the other Pallid Elves, and then gonna attempt a Kaylee or a party afterwards to try to keep spirits high if I can. Otherwise,
But if we got some bad guys, I don't know, in town, or
we
are
should
we
deal
gonna
with that.
like, are we gonna deal with that first and then do the party? Because I really want to do this party. Like, I need this.
Well, let's see what we can figure out today. I'm gonna have to probably do this forum tonight, regardless. If that means we gotta push the party back a night, we can try, but we'll see what maybe we can figure out on all of those fronts.
Should we tell the Zalezo about whoever you saw?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, they were good at what they do. I don't know that it would matter a whole lot, but now that I have all of you, if they show up again, then it might be easier to try and pin them down. I figured after what happened in Nicodranus when you were all out fighting pirates, that Maeve would have appreciated me not trying to go about it alone.
I do. Very much so. Well, then it looks like we might have to make ourselves some bait. That's kind of a joke.
Well, I mean, what form did you have, Zana, when they saw you?
I was Mira. I changed a few times into some other forms that I have to slip them, but I am still wearing the same gear,
Clothes.
so those who are
Okay.
sharp of eye were keen to notice that.
Ew, so it doesn't really matter. Huh. Well, you know what that could mean? We could go shopping.
Well, they're likely aware then that there is a changeling among our group, at least one. So they'll be careful to not just go dependent on looks.
How much,
hear-
I wonder...
Sorry, go ahead,
Right.
Dave. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that I wonder if they have been given descriptions in general of all of us. That's all I was going to suggest.
Well, if Gareth sent ahead, then probably. We have to assume that they know who we are.
You hear from across the bar. Like an ecocliptic amplificator of flora and fauna. Is that Leaf? And you look
The
over to see
fuck?
a halfling woman behind the bar come running out and up to you, Leaf, and wraps her arms around you. And you recognize, although it's not someone that you've given a lot of thought to recently, but Gwardan is a town that you passed through and visited often for supplies for the doctor. But this is Ares Elbert, the owner and proprietor of the Purple Chamber. And she kind of hugs you around your legs and then comes back and kind of grabs with your hands, looking up at you and goes, "Where have you been? We haven't seen you around here in... what has it been, like I feel like it's been like a year now or more?"
Yes, it has been several years, actually. How have you been?
Oh, you know, business has been fine. Plenty going on here with all of I see you have one with you. The Pallid Elves that have been here. Our rooms have been booked up almost nonstop. Not just from the elves, granted, but you know, plenty coming through this way. You got the lumberers coming the other way. So it's business has been good.
This one is pleased to hear that. Has there been any news from my doctor?
No, we only ever heard things about what was going on up there, you know, through your visits. We have been awfully worried, though, considering how these, I guess, rabid robots or automatons that have been coming out of the forest and attacking people here and there have been. Wasn't sure if maybe that had something to do with it or if something had happened to y'all out there.
Yes, it is dangerous times now up in the Dorel Woods. Recommended stay away until at least this one and my friends take care of the situation.
You do indeed have a bit of a lively bunch here, but luckily no one goes over that way except for, again, lumberers coming back and forth from KTC, and then, you know, the Pallid Elves that have been camping outside our front door. Well, tell you what, since it's been so long, we don't quite have any rooms right now, but as soon as they open up, they're on the house for you.
Thank
Very
you.
kind of you. Thank you.
No problem.
And no worries. We've been able to have some temporary lodgings with my people.
Oh, fair enough, then. Fair enough. Well, if there is anything I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask.
You said lumberers have been coming through here to go north?
Aye, the KCT.
Oh, thing.
Yeah, stupid alerts. Yeah, the KTC, the Carvin Time Company, I think they're called. Apparently they're supposed to be opening up some site that I guess was shut down a while ago. I don't know a whole lot about it.
Right. Yeah, something like that. Thank you. She's just thinking about that for a second, but you guys can keep going.
Yep.
She'll tell you what she's thinking afterwards.
All right,
So the lady leave.
Can I get her name in the chat?
Maeve will actually just kind of think to Zana, this might be crazy, but would they be able to, would their targets be able to slip in with the lumbering company since they're going north anyway?
Perhaps. I mean, either way, there must be other entrances. If you're bringing supplies back this way, you're not just going to take them through the front gate every time. And Gwardan is a mining town as well, so there could be some more entrances a little bit further back, closer to the forest, perhaps, or closer to the mines, so you don't have to always haul that sort of stuff down Center Street.
Just a thought. Probably easier way to kind of slip by without noticing, considering they don't really check for a lot of things around here.
Mm-hmm.
Ares, have you noticed any, has Gareth been around the chamber recently?
No, I haven't seen your friend here now since the last time that I saw you, actually.
Interesting. You wouldn't happen to have seen any unscrupulous character types lurking about your establishment or the town, would you?
No one comes to mind. And when it happens, when I think someone's might be up to something, I make sure to go and report it to Spider. We actually have quite a bit of a city watch going on here with all the Aormaton disappearances that have been happening recently.
That is good.
All right. With that, some other customers kind of call over to her and
Yeah,
let you
yeah.
know if there's anything else you need, you just let me know and I'd be happy to help. And she heads
Thank you
off to
so
tend to
much.
some other customers.
Question.
Yep.
Hi, Corey, Leaf's best friend. Give her a look.
Oh, to the halfling, right? She goes, "Oh, it's
Sorry, we
pleasure
weren't
to
able to
meet-
hear
yeah.
you for a minute.
pleasure to meet you, Corey." And she reaches out and takes your hand and gives a little shake.
Yeah, so if one were to throw a party, could you suggest like any establishments where like either a magic shop or like, some party store or something where like, we could get supplies and stuff?
Oh, we don't quite have any them fancy magic shops like they do back in Port Damali or Nicodranus here in Gwardan. But I mean, you could check out the market for anything. They would have any sort of food or anything like that you would need. As far as party favors go, you could check out the Raccoon's Parlor, actually. If you head, and she kind of gives you directions. May Helfson runs it, the Raccoon's Parlor. Not quite magic per se, I don't think, but she's got an assortment of fancy things up there. You know what? If it's just for a party, the kids call it like a magic shop, but looking at you adventuring lot, it's I wouldn't put too much stock in what you're finding there, but there should be some fun things for you to pick up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you, Aries. It was very nice to meet you. Again, Leaf's best friend. Give her a look.
And as you say that, she's like, "Well, you better not hear the kids say that now."
What? The what?
Okay, good to know.
No. Oh, there's
Look
some
around for
neighborhood
kids.
kids around that always, told, were pretty smitten and taken with Leaf, and they always fought over who was his best friend. I'm sure they'll be real excited to know you're back in town.
Yep. Yep. Cool. Cool.
Oh, don't take
Corey's
it to
like
heart.
about to beat up some kids again.
They're between like 5 and 7 years old. They don't mean nothing by it.
You don't need
Yeah,
to say,
yeah,
that's fine, just sit
totally.
here.
No, you know what? You're absolutely right. Sometimes your best friend can have another best friend and it doesn't bother you at all. Yeah.
Let me do a quick insight check for her here. As you say that, she reaches out and she just puts a hand on your shoulder. Do you need to talk, honey?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just never learned how to interact with other youths and it's totally fine, but
All right. Just, talk to somebody if you need to. Get those feelings out. It helps.
For sure. Where are those kids? Walks off.
Corey. Doing so well.
One more question, Aries. Where is the local doctor? One of our friends has been grievously injured.
You'd want to go ahead and look up Corey Piper. She's a tiefling who works with Jerry. Actually, if you just head out and around the back here where we have the bit of a camp set up for some of the Aormatons, they should be out there by now this morning.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good news, Roz.
Yep. And Zana also knows where they are as well. She got details on that the night before.
Right. Sorry, I'm just seeing Corey's message to me. Corey, I
Alright.
caught that.
Well, I'm gonna go see this doctor. Leaf, would you go with me?
Yes, I was planning on it. This one
Uh,
was.
Zana stands up as well and says she'll accompany you too.
Do you want us all there? For support?
Um,
Or no? For privacy.
you're fine. No, I just wanted to talk to Leaf.
All right, so
We'll
those three.
Make sure Corey doesn't beat up any kids then.
Those three leave, and the rest of you could head to this the Raccoon's Parlor if you wanted to pick up some party favors.
I will help with that. I guess it's up to Hermia and Leo.
I'll come.
And Corey?
Oh, Corey. I was including Corey and me in my head.
Oh,
already,
gotcha.
sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
no
yeah.
problem, no
I
problem.
was already assuming that.
Corey's looking down the alleyway like, where?
Corey.
Corey's just looking for the first kid they find to beat up.
Corey, we are.
Grabbed by the scruff. You know what you did.
I understand.
Are you
this
Leaf's
is-
friend?
I
yeah.
understand this is one of those situations that maybe you're not ready to unpack quite yet, but let us not
Telekinesis yeets the kid across the city.
let us not take these feelings out on children.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Party.
Party.
I'll focus on the party.
You have a big girl job to help with the party. That was, yeah.
Oh, hello? Did I disconnect?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I said something and then no one said anything. Say it again. What were you saying, Corey?
No, I think everyone kind of like disconnected there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I was just making a joke that you have a big girl job to focus on.
Yes, I do. We're gonna plan the shit out of this party. I have ideas, but okay, do you want me to start big or do you want me to start small and then we build up? Or if I start big, you can just pick it apart to what you want it to be. You know, kind of like sculpting.
How about you tell me what your overarching vision is, and then we
Okay.
will see what building blocks we can start with.
Okay. And someone remind me, did we fully tell the Pallid Elves about our mission, or we?
Kind of. So we told one of the older ladies that's been kind of running the refugee camps. We told her, I'm planning on telling some things tonight.
Oh, okay.
Not my speech doesn't include the oracle. It's just more about yep, we're closing portals, that kind of a thing. But that's all I'm planning on telling people.
Okay. Yeah, well, I just thought it'd be really cool if maybe we put on a performance, all of us. There could be some Leo and Hermia and Roz could do some sword dagger fighting dance or whatever, and then me and Leaf could go crazy with the magic and stuff. I was hoping to find some explosives, magical explosives to kind of like fireworks and stuff. But that's okay. We'll just see what the raccoon place has to offer and stuff.
I have an idea, though, and I motion to Maeve. Can I have the party sack real quick?
I open it for you because if you open it, it's gonna make a ringing sound in my head.
Oh. Pull out those image pearls that we have. We could use those to demonstrate all this magical stuff and
Make a light show out of them. Okay.
Make
That
sure
makes
those
sense.
aren't one-time use if you want to, have them for something later.
I don't remember.
I think we have 9 of them though.
Oh, nice. I can also do some cool things with my glove. I can make a big, kind of screen show thing too. I could just, I don't know, shoot some magic and maybe I make a fireball in the sky. I don't know.
I think that as far as the visuals, you are on the right track. I think the main thing I would recommend is keep in mind that with Kaylee's, it's less of people watching things and more of them participating. So perhaps if there's a way to showcase talents and then have them start to show it. And then it usually becomes a dance afterwards. So,
Oh, that's so cool, like a
fine.
talent show.
people can, come up and show off something. Yeah. Doesn't
Okay.
have to
all
be
right.
super. And I think I would hesitate to make it a strict contest. Usually those, you can already see your eye twitching, take a little bit longer to set up. But it can certainly just be a sort of showing off. People like to show off. There's one thing I've learned.
Yeah. Okay. And I just like put my hands together and just like look at Maeve with puppy dog eyes. Could I be the MC? Could I host it?
Yes, you can be
I
the
promise
host.
you I won't screw it up. I'll be good.
Just don't, you just need to remember all of the 77 different ways that Pallid Elves can be offended. I'm teasing.
Okay, I was okay.
It's a hand on your shoulder. I promise I was teasing. You don't
Okay.
need to worry about that.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, well, we will go and see what these stores have.
Let's go to Raccoon City.
All right, you guys head to
Oh,
the
shit,
raccoon
guys!
parlor. Meanwhile, Rosalind,
Meanwhile, in the Temple of Doom.
you and Leaf and Zana are heading back around to the back of the Purple Chamber. So if you wanted to have any sort of chat, you could.
As we're kind of walking back, Roz is just gonna kind of glance over at Leaf and say, "So I've been thinking about what you were saying about planting the apple trees, and giving it a lot of thought, and I think it's a really noble idea. I think it's a really good idea. I think it's absolutely something that you should do." As long as you're not doing it in the hopes that it'll bring my arm back.
There's a long pause. Why would planting apples grow an arm back for you?
That is an outstanding question.
Zana
That is
actually
very
laughs.
illogical.
Yeah, Roz, what were you
Sometimes-
thinking?
Sometimes we try to do things to make up for things we don't feel great about that don't necessarily make any sense. Sometimes I would go out and pick a fight that I couldn't win to make myself feel better about something that fight wouldn't affect in any way.
Oh,
Zana's
this
doing
one
big
understands
nods
now.
behind Rosalind. Like, yep, that happened.
And I just kind of wanted to let you know that I'm going to be okay. 2 years ago, I was told that my adventuring career was over, and I had a lot of help, but I proved them wrong. And I intend to prove them wrong again. I'm going to need help, obviously. I've got, I'm probably only going to be at about 50% for the foreseeable future. So during that time, I really need the 6 of you, to give it 110% to make up for that difference. So if you want to do something that's right by me, just stay focused. Have your head in the game and be ready to push a little bit harder.
This one will keep you safe.
Not exactly what I said to do, but yeah, okay, it's a start. When you say keep me safe, you're a druid, and I respect that. What do you mean by keep me safe?
This one will do everything in its power to ensure that your life force does not expire before this one does.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's good. I would just say you really don't need to change up anything that you're doing. You're doing a great job as a druid and a healer, I wouldn't change anything up. Just keep it up, What happened was unfortunate, but it was also my fault.
Maybe.
No, it was. We ran up on him from behind, not knowing who he was or what he was capable of. And I'm not saying it was the wrong move to fight then, but I shouldn't have been the first one into the fray. I should have had Zana shoot from 120 feet. Force him to step down and confront us, get a better idea of what we were up against before I went in.
Yeah, look, Leaf, this doesn't happen often, but Rosalind is 100% right here, so just let her have this one. And she pats you on the back. That was a joke.
I know. I know. But yeah,
We all made mistakes that day.
we did.
So, yes, you made a mistake, but this one also made a mistake.
Well, then we all better learn from it, and we'll do better next time.
All right, so as you step back behind the purple chamber, you see that there, kind of much like there is out in the refugee camp, there seems to was once like this sort of massive, kind of like garden or just like this open area with like trees, and there's like a small gazebo out there, and it seems to just be sort of like an outdoor area to the back of the purple chamber where like maybe parties, like small like gatherings could be had, and it seems to have now been converted into a little bit sort of like temporary, not housing per se, but once you get back here, you notice that there are quite a few automatons. There's like maybe 15 to 20 automatons back here. You notice the tiefling doctor as well, the only tiefling who's here currently, a tiefling elf, who is currently tending to a small child. There's a few other kids running around, a smattering and a handful of other races as well. But as you begin walking up and the kid turns and sees you, Leaf? And then you hear like, where? What? And like a few of the other kids turn around, and about like 7 kids run up to you and start like grabbing and pulling at you, being like, Leaf, you're back! You're back, Leaf! I still have the flower you gave me. And like this little girl like pulls out this book and opens it up, and there's like a pressed, clean, flat, like dried flower in there. And it's like, I lost mine. Can you make another one for us? And like they're just like constantly like going.
Leaf will druid craft another flower, and then also just kind of like make a big poof of like flower petals that just kind of like all floater down amongst them all.
And it takes probably a couple minutes for you to give each of them a new flower before, and they ask a few questions here and there, like where you've been, what you've been doing, and stuff. And eventually, they all start to run off talking about whose flower is the best. So I assume you then approach the doctor?
Yep.
Yep, having watched all of that. You've never... Actually, you probably would have met the doctor as well. She probably would have recognized you. She does have a mechanical hand on one limb as she kind of nods to you and goes, Leaf, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Doctor.
There's also another Aormaton there that turns towards you, who is helping with the small child, who you also recognize. And he goes, Greetings, Leaf, and this is Jerry.
Greetings, Jerry.
Roz like immediately like looks over because all the other Aormatons might have been named after like a plant or a term in nature, and now it's like Jerry.
Jerry,
Yes,
that asshole
when
in
we...
Undertale. Don't we hate Jerry? Sorry, Undertale joke.
When we made our journey from the ruins of Aor down to the Menagerie Coast, I wanted to mark a new chapter in my life and chose a name that was more fitting of the time. Jerry.
Roz gets, I think, a look on her face that has to go.
I get that urge. Yeah.
You know what? I understand that. Yeah. That makes
so
sense.
Corey goes, so Leaf, it's been some time. Is there anything that we can help you with?
Yes. My friend is missing an arm.
Both her and Jerry look. Yeah, she sure is.
I was wondering if yeah, it got pulled off like 4 days ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, was there substantial blood loss?
There was. We kind of burned the wound shut to, so that I didn't die.
Holds his hand up, and there's just like a flash in front of your face. And then he like kind of takes you by like the cheeks and then like opens your eye. Pupil dilation seems fine. Please sit.
Sure. And she'll sit and shift her cloak of billowing off to the side to show the
Mm-hmm.
remains.
And it actually isn't too bad because, again, you may have seared it shut, but then you used magic on it. So as Corey and Jerry take a look at it, she's like, well, honestly, you're in pretty terrific shape, all things considered. I'm sure having Leaf with you was a boon with that, giving his connection to the divine domain and nature.
It always is.
Yeah, having access to magical healing like that is going to put you far ahead of what any surgeon could do. So there's not a whole lot more we can really do for this. We can give you some topical ointments to potentially use on it, or you can continue to, pump some magic into it on a daily basis to help it settle better, I suppose. Or did you come here for perhaps a more, and she holds up her own hand, permanent solution? Alternative solution?
Is that a possibility?
Absolutely. I'm a bit of an artificer myself after being a healer, and we work with plenty of Aormatons and automatons here in Gwardan. It's not going to hold up in combat or leading any sort of rough life, but
I am in combat an awful lot.
Mm-hmm. Jerry says it might be possible to create a more battle-worthy arm, but unfortunately, between myself and Dr. Piper here, we don't have the materials nor the expertise to make it happen, but we could look into it.
This one will offer this one's hand if you need it.
Leaf, you need your hand
Yeah,
for...
Dr. Pepper goes, unfortunately, Leaf, given your unique physiology, I don't quite think that would work. Zana pipes up and says, what about the steam forging? The steam casting. And both her and Jerry kind of like look at each other for a minute and kind of like exchange these glances. It would be expensive, but there are a few artisans that we could point you towards.
What is... Not to be the idiot in the room, but what is steam casting?
It's a blending of organic designs with superheated caustic mists. It's a unique style of metalworking that was developed and perfected here in Gwardan, passed down through the elven smiths. It's a process that imbues metal with prismatic shimmer and enables materials that would normally be very cheap and very brittle to become workable and as strong as steel.
Oh. Well, that sounds great.
This
Zana
one
takes
has
out-
several diamonds to give to the monetary cause.
Zana takes out a sack and drops it down, or puts it in Jerry's hand and says, use as much of that as you need and let us know what you find. We're staying in the Pallid camp outside town.
Roz kind of blinks.
Weighs
I'm
it.
sure we could
This
pay
should be
for it out.
more than enough.
I mean, I'm sure we could pay for it out of the party loot, Zana. You don't have to use your money.
I've done nothing but gain gold and platinum since I've joined you.
Not
Roz
honestly,
thinks about
be
that.
honored
And
that
nods.
you're the first person she's used it for. Has
Yeah.
paid me for it.
In fact, you specifically notice that this bag has on it the emblem of the gala that you were at that night.
Oh,
I did help her win that money, so that's fair. It's like I'm giving you some of that money too.
No, that
No, was this the money? Oh no, that was the gift. I'm sorry. That wasn't.
That was the gift. Yeah, that's the
Sorry, I thought it was
the 1,000 platinum she had.
That's right. Yeah.
Maeve trying to jump in there and steal credit.
Yeah,
A
it's
little
like
bit.
that was mine. I helped with
Yeah.
that.
I did. Well, I didn't help with that part though. Help with a different part.
But yes, so Jerry and Dr. Pepper, like, again, we're not sure exactly how long it could potentially take, but between once we find an artisan who can do this and is willing to, we have plenty of combat aeromatons that we know that we could probably base the arm off. Can you tell us a little bit about, I guess, your style of fighting, or exactly what it is you do in the group?
Reckless.
She takes all the hits so that no one else has to. I mean, that's pretty accurate, right?
Very brutish.
It's not how I would put it, but yeah, I suppose. Yes, I am. I'm a paladin, sword and shield, and yes, I typically stand on the front line.
And was this your sword or your shield arm?
My sword arm.
Okay. All right. We'll see what we can do then.
Thank you. Truly, thank you.
Is there an artisan that has this capability in town?
Oh, yes, there are many who do the steam casting. But again, it's something that they're very protective of. And normally it's for weapons, armor, shields. Something like this would definitely be a lot more complex. So I will look into it and see what's possible and how long it might take.
Thank you.
Zana adds, feel free to use as much of that as you need to speed up the process as much as possible.
Never know when we're going to get in a fight. Thank you.
Of course, anytime. And Leaf, again, it was a pleasure to see you.
The pleasure was all ours.
All right. Meanwhile...
As we're leaving, can I do a perception check to see if we were followed?
Of course.
Yeah, 20 for a 33.
Do you have advantage, like, all the time as well? Oh, because your stupid shield.
Yep. To be fair, that was
I'll
something
blow
he asked
you
for that you
up.
were like, sure.
And
Mine was just something that was there.
and which he technically never went back and picked up as well.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. Because you were getting I think you got your shield enchanted to be that shield, and it was supposed to be a few days. You're supposed to go back and pick it up, and then you guys left. But
We left, yeah.
No, I'm the one who got the enchanted shield. Because
Yeah,
I
just
wanted it to be
bought
my
mine.
shield.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Leaf just asked, like, can I have this shield? Is this in this shop? And I don't know if he rolled for it or he just said it was there.
all right. Well, regardless, I'm just gonna blow you up later tonight anyway, and your shield will take the blow for you and be destroyed. So you'll live
I'll
at the
protect my
cost
shield.
at the cost of your
No.
shield.
Leaf, we want
protect
you
my
over the shield.
With a 33, the only thing that you notice is all of the kids who are kind of like following behind you, but like trying to hide behind like carts and like lampposts and stuff so that you can't see them.
Nice. I don't see them.
Maeve, Leo, Hermia, and Corey.
Yes.
You are heading to the Raccoon's Parlor. You come to the sort of stacked building that has a bit of like a shuttered exterior. You see a colorful flag that is draped over the railing above it that has all the colors of the rainbow on it. And underneath it, the Raccoon's Parlor, also in the same colors that sort of like line up with the flags above it. And then there's like a kind of bandit mask underneath it from like, a raccoon.
We're here, Corey. And everybody else. Sorry, we can't try that again, Corey.
Hello.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Sorry.
Corey, you feel a sudden disturbance in the force.
I
As
feel
if
like
a
I really
thousand best friends were suddenly cried out at once and then were silenced.
feel like I need to find Leaf right now. I feel like something's wrong.
Do you want me to ask Sana if everything's okay?
Yeah, could you just make sure? I feel really insecure all of a sudden, and
Wait, insecure or like you think something bad happened to Leaf?
both. I don't know.
I feel like I'm not going to get an answer you want, Corey, if I ask Sana this question. Do you want me to?
I mean, no, it's fine. Party focus. They would call if something was actually wrong. That's fine.
Yes, I'm sure they would. Let's get into the store.
Yes, Roz and Leaf have a long history of calling when things are in trouble.
No, but Zana's got the sending stone.
That's true.
That's what we
Zana
need.
also
Zana has a long
history.
history of calling when things are wrong.
But it's
The
me, and I gave her
worst
sending
way to
stone.
split the party.
No, I really was. Dang it.
I can change Zana.
I can fix her. Yep. That's. Anyway.
Okay. Well. Okay. So, do we need chairs? Do we need tables? Do we want like nice tablecloths? Do we want like those little pretty paper things that go under plates that are just for decoration and not really for anything else?
Well, I trying to think. I mean, so it depends on how you want to do this. Usually the style we go for is more, how do you say it in common? Street vendor food? So things that you can hold easily in like one hand. So you could always get
So
special.
like a hors d'oeuvres sort of kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it
Hors
like
d'oeuvre.
campfire, or is it like there's like a nice little table set aside where people can just go and like
A lot of
know.
people kind of sell their stuff. So a table to the side is fine, or either or I think is perfectly fine.
Okay, do we want chairs? Do we want decorative little tree log stumps? So it's like
You get
little
those here?
rustic. I don't know. I could just ask Leaf to cut down a bunch of trees. I don't think he would like that though.
Well, maybe focus on things like blankets and things you can put on the
Oh.
ground to denote like what a section is. If that makes sense.
And to be fair too, there is
yeah.
plenty of stuff already at the camp because they've been camped here for a while. So there's like a few
Right.
like logs that were cut down and brought out here for people to like
Yeah.
sit on and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if they need like silverware necessarily, but
Okay. Do we need security? Do we need to, kick out any like other people who like aren't us or Pallid Elves that want to smooch on our party?
well, usually they say the more the merrier, but that's when we're more insular, so I'm not sure what the... I mean, the Selesno guards, I think, are doing a pretty decent job of watching out for things. I don't know where we would get bouncers.
Well, I mean, we could play some bouncers, like we could take shifts and stuff and then perform and then, like lots of running around essentially from all of us.
Well, if people want to, I mean, if we're going to do that, people are probably going to be on duty watching more than just riffraff. They're going to be watching to make sure that things are going well. That's what I'll be doing. It's what I'm used to doing.
Oh, no, you should have some fun too.
Yeah,
Like, what if we held like an archery contest? That'd be really fun. or like we could throw something up in the air and then you could shoot it like what you and Zana did.
Yep, we could certainly have that available. That wouldn't be hard to procure. Like you said,
Alright,
there could be people that are showing off all sorts of different talents, fighting or otherwise. We probably won't have a hunt. It's the one thing that will be missing from this, but that's okay. We don't need that. Usually it's a hunting party. Yeah, a hunting party, but I don't know if these woods have game.
They would.
Oh, okay.
They would?
All
Okay.
right.
well.
How about we play?
Sorry, Maeve is having flashbacks to when she had to organize hunting parties because everybody wanted to be in the hunting party. It was like the top of the top thing to do, and she's like, Carrie! Carrie always wanted to be in the hunting party.
Carrie always got her prey.
Carrie always got what she got.
What if
Damn.
like I was the prey, but it's kind of like a mystery detective kind of thing. Like you have to find me in the crowd kind of thing, and if you find me, then you win something.
Okay. We'll need to make sure we have rules of what they can do to find you so that you don't get hurt. But no, that is a good idea.
Why are they gonna stab me or something? Just
No, I just we're archers.
Oh. Yeah.
We
No,
can.
it's fine.
No, here's what we can do. We actually have done this before. There's a way you can put it's like a paint almost in a sack, and you tie it around the head of your arrowhead, and then it doesn't feel good, but then you just get smacked with paint. And then whoever's the most
That
pain.
actually sounds really fun. Okay, we have to do that. Let's find some paint. Let's go.
Sorry, Robbie.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so we're
Go
looking
into
for
the shop.
Yep, we're looking for things.
All right.
Hermie and Leo, you guys can jump in, and this is just a part of Maeve teaching responsibility to Corey. Which
Yep,
I'm not
so-
sure she's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get
just
out
the
of.
awkward grandpa there, just holding bags, just kind of
As-
smiling. It's like going with the motions at
You're
this
the
point.
dad holding.
You're the idols. You're just like, okay.
And then like 5 minutes and you're like, okay, can we go now?
Where's the pretzel shop?
So as the four of you enter, you do notice that one of the things in the shop that they do sell is you do see little baggies of chocolate dipped pretzels of various flavors. But in the very so as you walk in, the very center has like a semicircle like countertop, and you see that there's like like a register up there, and there's all sorts of like candies and like treats. That's where like the chocolate covered pretzels are. And there's like, different sort of nuts and like, salted and like caramelized like bugs and just like all sorts of weird, different, eccentric like snacks and like candies and stuff. And then all of the walls are filled with all kinds of just weird, odd looking like party favors and gadgets. And as you're kind of standing there and looking around, you don't immediately see any sort of proprietor in here or anything. And then you hear, "Welcome to the raccoon." Did
he
what's the name of the
forget
store
or
again?
did you
What
forget?
is it? The raccoon's
Parlor.
parlor. My parlor.
Raccoon City,
The
yeah.
raccoon's parlor. And as you look around, you see coming down the stairs, but on the ceiling, you see this dwarf who has blue hair, long beard that is braided into like 5 different like braids, like one big one down the center and then 2 littler ones on the side, imbued with a bunch or adorned with a bunch of different gems. He has his hair sort of tied back into 2 ponytails on the side, is wearing this beautiful, luxurious looking sort of flowing silk robe, which doesn't seem to be affected by gravity, but is definitely like flowing in the wind behind him. All sorts of like bracers and like gold and silver around his wrists, multiple rings on each finger, and he walks in on the ceiling towards you and goes, "Welcome to the raccoon's parlor." And he also has this long pipe in his mouth that he seems to be taking a puff from. Anyone with high perception, so Maeve, Leaf, and Leo, his pupils are dilated. He is smoking something nice.
Oh boy.
My name is Brinley Collin, and I am the proprietor of this precious parlor. There's no raccoons, but it sounds fun. Welcome, my dears, and what can I help you with? And you watch as he walks like a full semicircle through the air till he's on the ground, then turns around to face you.
Are you the one who's made these treats as well?
No, I buy those treats from chocolatiers. Well, the chocolate ones come from chocolatiers. The non-chocolate ones come from snacketeers? Candy tiers? Food?
In Gwardan?
Chef? Yes, here. It's all locally sourced.
Okay. I'm gonna think too, in Corey's mind. Keep that for later. We could request him to be a vendor for us.
Telepath? Are you
Fabulous.
telepathic? And then you hear in your head, I can do that too. Are we telling secrets?
Oh my
Or what do you
God.
have for me, darling?
No secrets. But we are
He
planning an
pouts.
event.
An
We are
event? Perfect. I love planning events. What is it you're looking for? But because we have all sorts of party favors here. And he reaches into his robe and he pulls out what looks like a sort of long, it's almost like a triangle shape, but it has like rounded edges, and then it has like a little handle on the bottom. and then he just spins it around, and it makes like a whirring noise, like. One of those, or perhaps the other pocket, your classic puts up to his mouth and like blows it and makes like a whistling noise on the end of it. Those. Or if you're looking for something a little bit more exciting, something, I assume this party is at night. If you're only planning it now, I hope it isn't tonight, because that would be crazy trying to plan a party in just a day. But I do recommend at night, and then you can get, and he reaches behind the counter and takes out a little box that he opens up, and there's just a bunch of tiny beads in there. And he's like, go ahead, take one.
What?
Take
Okay.
one. Try it.
What? Do I eat it?
You do. It's candy. Eat it.
I eat it.
Okay. It tastes like. You try to like bite it.
No, I just
Kind of
it
suck on it
just
a little
pop
bit.
it.
Yep.
Yep.
No. Okay. It won't pop in your mouth for some reason. Like if you're trying to like pop it in your mouth, you just go ahead and swallow it. Just swallow it right down.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay. That's not what you're supposed to do with him. You actually just throw them at the ground, and he throws it at the ground, and it kind of sparks.
Oh my god.
But don't worry, it's fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. But, and he snaps his fingers, and you just see Kieran's stomach starts to glow. That'll last for probably about a week unless you're up on your fiber.
Oh my gosh. This is so cool.
Snaps
Yes.
his finger
How
again,
much
and
are those?
it stops glowing. Oh, a whole box of them. Let's say 10 gold.
10 gold. Maeve, how many from your grove? How many are there in the camp?
I think they said 40 to 50.
Dear God. Okay, we're gonna need. How many comes in a pack for 10 gold?
There's about 50 of them in there.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we could do
Need 10 packs.
maybe three boxes. That sounds good. And then
Yeah.
a little extra, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I think we really need that whistle thing. I think that's just adorable.
Well, hold on.
Do
Let's
you-
let's look through the rest of some things here.
Okay, sorry. Just
It's
getting
okay.
excited.
Of course, you can get excited. Do you have anything else that's kind of like light showy-esque?
Light showy. Like you want lights to happen?
Like you have those on the ground, or there are ways to make kind of lights happen in the night sky?
Oh, in the night sky. Oh, up in the sky. Well, I
Is he
could.
still upside down?
No, he's down on the ground now.
Okay.
I could probably come up with something. How long are you thinking? How long do you have to plan? How long do I have to experiment and create?
I mean, we're hoping tonight, but it will be later today. Okay. Don't worry about it then.
Tonight. No, really.
No, really, tonight.
Tonight. Well, I may. All right, well, tell you what. I don't normally do this, but I like the cut of your jib, kid. I am available for performances.
Whoa! What can you do?
Darling, what can't I do is the question.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
I
How
am
dare I?
magic incarnate. I can pull the very arcane essence from the soil of Exandria.
Can I make an insight check?
Go for it.
I want to be this dude when I grow up.
Wow, you forgot about Balthazar that quick?
Damn, I only got 11.
Well, I mean, like,
Shit.
Somewhere
if-
in the Menagerie Coast, Balthazar feels the force. A great
All right,
disturbance.
even with my advantage, Robbie, I only got an 11. I'm basically trying to be like, is this guy really got the chops to be, you know, like
performer?
entertaining? Yeah.
I don't know. Are you not? As you kind of sit there, like
You're not entertained.
as you're kind of sitting there, like eyeing him up and down,
Yeah.
he looks you right in the eyes. Are you not entertained?
You certainly have an aura of entertainment around you. I should
There you
say
go.
though, this would be outdoors for the Pallid Elves that are
Outside.
Yes.
You expect me to set foot outside in the open air? Under
Well,
the
you don't-
moon and the stars? Like a normal, civilized person? Honey, that's fine. I can do that. That's not a big deal.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, guys.
I know. I'm just kind of at a gas here. And
Hermia,
what
your
is-
sword, meanwhile, as all this is going on, just goes, I don't like him. I don't trust him at all. He's weird.
Kill him.
Don't kill him, please. We're gonna get in so much trouble.
You are just delightful. And honestly, we have so I'm kind of like a performer myself. I don't
You
know if
don't
you've ever
say.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Kieran the Card?
Oh, honey, of course I have.
Inside check.
Go for it.
16.
No.
You think
No,
so?
he hasn't. He hasn't.
I just
I
pat
don't
Corey's
think Corey's gonna
shoulder.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Corey's
to
like, I'm
think
in
you're
it.
in my shop right now, what a pleasure.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Oh, wait,
It's
hold
been-
on. We have to, just in case you blow up more than you already have, and you watch he goes over, and there is a rack of like wooden frames that are just on like these hooks. And he grabs one of the frames and he comes over and he kind of like puts it up in front of you, Corey, but then also kind of like turns it to the side and then flicks the frame. And Maeve, as he takes it away, it is captured and is now framed a perfect picture of Corey
Aww.
where
That
he
is
flicked it.
so cool.
Takes out a quill and hands it to you. You're going to have to sign it, of course.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, do you want my performer name or do you want my name?
Or whatever it is
Okay.
that people are going to know you by.
Oh, God.
Okay. That's right.
Wait, perception check.
Go for it.
Wait a fucking second.
What are you trying to perceive?
I don't know. I'm kind
signing
of
a contract with
only
the devil.
15. What the hell?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are rolling some Cali
I
numbers
know.
here.
I really am. I'm not happy about it.
Are
Yeah,
you
sorry, so-
suspecting that he's a fae?
Maybe.
What are you trying to
I'm
ascertain
trying to-
here?
I'm trying to ascertain, like, is this just like a cool trick he's doing, or does this seem to have more to it?
With a 15 perception, you're not sure?
Damn.
Yeah, you're not
Okay.
really sure what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it too
I'll
late if you already
just-
signed it, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna sign Kieran the Card.
Okay. Too late.
Oh, you wanted to like make sure like Corey wasn't like signing away her name to a fae.
My soul.
Basically.
Oh, well, unfortunately, with a 15, you have no idea.
I have no idea. Yeah. Ah,
Do you want to?
shit.
Do you want to stop her?
She's already done it. It's okay.
I pulled
Yep.
that shit on Gem one time and it's
He-
stuck
he-
ever since.
He picks it up, marvelous, and kind of puts it back behind the desk. So, yes, for the low price, because I like you so much, of 500 gold, I will absolutely perform a light show for you tonight.
Okay. Yeah. How long? Like, cause we're gonna be partying all night. Like, do you mind? Like, how's like
If you need to leave,
like
that's
3
fine, too.
hours
Oh,
and then breaks in
Corey.
between as you need?
I don't sleep. There's too much to get done. Why would you sleep?
Oh my
Waste all
gosh,
that
you
time.
are so right. I know.
Yes, it's the best thing I've ever done. Just give up sleep.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, I look at everyone else.
Hermia would
mean,
not
oh.
agree, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Hermia is now also talking to Fourier like, I don't like him either.
Yeah, something's off.
I don't trust
I
him.
Well-
don't like sleep.
Well, also,
Okay.
those frames, delightful.
Hmm.
How are those for sale? Like,
They
oh my gosh.
are 50 gold each. It's a steal.
we
Oh,
can't
gosh.
we can't get a bunch of them, so let's maybe.
No, I know, but like it's just for us. Like, we could like take a nice picture of everyone.
I
you
agree
know.
with you, Corey, but where are we going to put it?
I mean, we'll just keep it, and then once we get rich and famous and have a castle, then we have something to put up on, like above our fireplace.
I don't think we're gonna be getting a castle anytime soon. We're doing a
don't
lot
know
of
that.
traveling.
I mean, technically, we
We're
have
not
a mansion
broke.
we've never set foot inside of.
We have a. That's right. We have a goddamn mansion that's not furnished at all.
You. Okay.
We've never even gotten to lay eyes on it.
Did it even fit in my bag of holding?
What,
Is
the
it like
frames?
a big frame?
Yeah, the frame.
No, they're pretty small. They're like 4x6s.
Like they go on a
okay.
shelf. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like a portrait frame. That's why
Can I get this in wallet size?
Need some 8x8,
Yeah.
please.
I
Okay.
will.
We can
like,
get
I'll just
one.
get it for myself. Like it doesn't have to come from the party money, but that would be really cool to have a
Okay,
picture of everyone.
that's fine. I thought it was huge. That's more
Oh
reasonable.
no.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
it was this huge honking photo, and I was like, "Where are we gonna put this thing?" No, that's way more reasonable. Maeve understands. We'll pretend that Maeve saw how big it was and went, "That's fine." We just can't get like a bunch of them for everybody,
Okay.
so we can get one. So we'll get 3 boxes of the shiny things. I guess we'll buy him for his services, and then I don't know if he really sells any other basic stuff that we need. So we'll just. I think everything else
How
we're gonna
much
be fine.
for drugs?
What?
Or, I mean, what you're smoking in your pipe.
Oh. Give me a persuasion check as he looks you up and down.
That's your money, Leo.
You a narc?
You a cop? Yeah, tell us. Yeah, tell me if you're a cop.
Tell me if
Yeah,
you
you
are.
if you're a cop. God.
17 plus 10.
He kind of puts his hands up in the air and kind of like motions for you to come up towards him.
I walk up kind of eagerly, kind of snow-eyed.
He holds one hand out to you like he wants your hand.
I give him my hand.
He puts another hand on top of yours. Make a wisdom saving throw.
14 plus 2, 16.
He looks you right in the eyes. Are you a Zalezo? You
No.
must tell me if you are. It's the law.
I'm
Okay,
not
nope, you're telling the truth.
Zalezo.
Yes, sure, I can give you a few ounces for 100 gold.
What did
Oh.
the Stone of Truth him?
Wait, Leo, can I try some?
You're
No,
not
he-
old enough.
He used detect thoughts on him.
Oh.
I'll pay for that out of my, 200 gold.
How many magic frames were you getting?
Oh gosh. I only have enough for one. I'll just
Okay.
get one.
All right, one magic frame. I will bring it to you tonight, so have the money then.
Will do.
Sorry, I meant the
Oh.
drugs. I'll have his drugs tonight. The rest of it you're gonna pay for here.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Do you
Okay.
do you have any like special paints? Maybe like magical paints at all?
Oh, Kieran. Oh, honey, how magical. How special are we talking here?
Oh my gosh, the most special, of course.
The most special paint we do have. And you watch as he goes into the back of the room and opens a curtain back there. Like a door. Like you see a curtain swaying, and he like reaches out and grabs something that you can't see and like opens the curtain and then steps back into a room and then comes back out with this small, fine wooden box that has painted on the top of it what looks like a sea sort of scene. Like there's a ship on the waters, night sky, shooting stars and stuff, and it's painted very like Starry Night kind of style. And he sets it down. These are very rare. There's only a few in the world.
Oh gosh.
These are marvelous pigments. And he opens it up, and you see that there are 3 small vials in there. He picks up the brush that's with it, dips it into one of them, holds out his hand to you, Corey.
I'd take it immediately.
Would you say... No, we both know what you are. And you watch as he paints a Joker card in your hand that has your likeness in the center of it. And then when he goes, there, finished, you watch, and like your eyes can't quite tell what's happening or like exactly when it happens, but it goes from being painted on your hand to suddenly being a card in your hand, and you now have a Joker Kieran card.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This is amazing. I have to have this. I can be. Oh my god, you guys! I could draw like of all of us, and I could have it in my own little set. That would be so cute. Okay.
How much are these very rare, one of a kind, nowhere else in the world paints?
He closes the box. Maybe I should show you the other magical paints that we have.
That may
wait,
be
no,
for the
no.
best. Corey, dear. Sometimes we don't always be. We're not always in that. Don't always be able to get what we want the first time around.
So cool. Even just one. How much is one? I just want to hear it, and then even if we can't do it now, I'm gonna freaking come back here. You know.
Well, the magic is in both the paint and the brushes. He takes out a small piece of paper and writes something on it with a quill and folds it up and then slides it over to Maeve.
Oh boy.
Look at it.
I want to see.
Am I my jaw dropped, or am I
If
giving a?
you look in the
fucking knew
roll
it?
20 chat, you'll see.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, hold on, it's loading. No.
Wait, no, wait. How much? Come on, man. Just tell me, and then I'll make money. I swear. I'll go do some.
You're going to have
performances
to
and make
tell her
some
because
money.
I cannot stand to break her poor little heart into a million pieces.
We would have to mortgage the boat and then sell our lives, I
We
bet.
would literally
Oh,
have to
that-
give away all the money we have.
Wait, you own a boat?
Leo, look what you did.
Perhaps we could talk about a trade of some sort. Could you tell me a bit about this boat?
No.
Well, I tried.
Oh man.
How about the boat, Kieran?
Are you okay there, Sarah?
I mean, like,
She is
are
dying
you
on her
interested
keyboard
in
right
a
now.
boat ride? Like, do you want a boat ride? Like, we could do that. Is that what you mean?
There are very few things that I would ride for this amount of money, my dear.
It would seem like the opposite. Sorry, I'm not old enough to make that kind of joke. Okay, that's fine. I just if
Let
you
me show
can-
you what else we have. And he takes that one.
The
Yeah,
way
and-
you
the
said
back.
no.
Just remember me, okay? Like before you sell them all, okay? And I'll come back.
Of
Hopefully.
course. They very rarely sell. That's why they're so expensive. So, we do have this though, and he goes over and takes a few larger, like strawberry jam-sized jars off of the shelf and kind of places them down and takes out these larger paintbrushes. Dips one in there and is able to kind of paint like letters and stuff like in the air. That and like pictures that after about 30 seconds just kind of like fade away.
Oh my gosh.
More of a nice party
How
favor.
much? Yeah, how much are
these
those?
these are 25 gold per color per canister.
That's not bad. So we could just do like white or like a pale blue,
Mhm.
right? Something that'll like light up real nice.
Great
At
party
nighttime?
favors for children if you're into that. Ugh.
No, I hate children. God.
There will be kids.
Same. Although they tend to be among some of the top customers, but they never have the gold. They need their parents to come in here and pay for it anyway, so.
Well, that's how you get them. You get them to ask their parents, and then their parents are willing more to shell it for their kids than for
They
themselves.
are. They can be very persuasive, yes. Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Okay, my last thing on the paints. Do you have anything fun? Because we have this kind of plan to have kind of like paint tag kind of situation. Anything like either just regular paints or maybe like, oh, it turns your skin blue for like a minute or something, that would be really funny.
Sure.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
He goes back behind and kind of bends down. You hear him shuffling and rummaging through some stuff, and then he comes back up with this small tin that has a raccoon on it with like rainbow colors. These are always a hit. And I will throw them in for normally 30 gold a piece for these. I'll throw these in for 10 gold.
Oh, how? So does it turn your skin blue, or does it give you spots or something? Or
All I'm going to say is that you consume them.
consume them?
Looks
Mhm.
like you can be the guinea pig if you want, Corey.
I'll try it.
How many of the paints were you taking?
Yeah, how many? Colors?
Of the
The magic
said
air paints.
the 20. That was 25.
Yep, 25 gold each.
And is that like a cent? Like how many uses could that be?
You
Or is
you
that
would
like-
get like if you're like using it for the party and like letting other people use it, it would like last the night. If you
Oh,
just kind of
okay, so
use it
just
for
one is fine.
yourself, I'll let you know when it wears out.
I think just one canister of that one would be great. And then, could we sample this rainbow raccoon one? Like, shoot, I'll eat it just to see what happens.
He opens it up and hands one to you, and it's it looks like a colorless Skittle.
Okay. Does it chew like a Skittle?
Yeah, sure does.
Are you adding these up for me, Robbie?
I am.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
What do you think? What's in Corey's memory? What is the most delicious thing that Corey has ever eaten or tasted?
Oh. I think when he was a street urchin, he stole some really good food from the bar. And at the time, it was like the best that he had.
Mhm. As you're chewing it, that's what you taste.
Oh my God, guys, you can just point at my mouth. I taste potatoes. I taste roast. It's real good.
Doesn't
Oh.
sound like candy.
But maybe it's
I
not
think it,
meant
like,
to be.
Yeah, like I think it like picks like your favorite food and then it gives you that taste.
And as Corey is describing this to you, you watch as her fawn skin turns red.
What is this guy, Willy Wonka?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Your skin is changing colors as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Not sure how that's being determined by.
Is it so it's random? Just whatever colors of the rainbow?
Completely random. It can also be your skin or your hair. It varies.
So how long does this last for?
He shrugs coyly.
Oh. Can I try to turn it back with my changeling stuff?
Yeah, what do you turn into?
Just like to my fawn.
Changeling? Or aren't you in your fawn form?
I'm in my fawn, but if it's turning red, can I
I
force
see.
it
You're
to turn back?
just gonna try to like force turn it. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you try to kind of focus, and it turns indigo.
Oh.
I don't know about this. It's fun for you. I'm a little where we're gonna start
This is really cool.
leaking the parents out.
Your hair stays the same color. It's just your skin that's changing.
Maybe we can offer this to some of the teenagers. They think they're all that.
Wait, there's other teenagers there?
Well, between the ages of like but right before you turn age of majority, which is 20, and a few years after that, I mean, I was already starting to have to be responsible. But everybody else around me was kind of going wild.
Well, I like it, but I will defer to you, Mother Maeve, if you don't think that the Pallid Elves would enjoy, you know.
I would like to know how long it lasts, and then I would feel comfortable letting them know what it does. That's all.
And what if I told you it lasts forever?
Then no.
Wait, are you serious?
I wouldn't sell it for 10 gold if it lasted forever.
Okay. I was real nervous.
It lasts
Okay.
long enough to be an interesting party favor.
Okay.
Okay,
We can have a couple, but we have to be very clear with what it does.
There are 19 left in that box.
Sure. I mean, what if we had this fun party game where like we like switch different foods and we're like, oh, try one, you might get the one that turns your, skin pink or something.
They're random.
We could buy one per person, couldn't we?
There's 19 left in the box.
Yeah, we'd have to get another box.
If you want to give them to everybody, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They're only like 10 gold per box, right?
He gave you that one for 10 gold. They're normally 30.
Oh, just take this one. Thank you. That's magnificent. And then we could probably just go to like the regular shop, right, for paints and stuff if we want to do that still.
You got your paints here, but then yeah, we can get other kinds of paints and decorative things.
Oh gosh, I'm so
Probably.
excited.
Probably can ask Leaf to make some flowers if he's interested.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is there like some sort of like festive like traditional kind of costume that everyone wears? Like, do we need to go? I'm always down to dress up again. So,
Oh, asking me too many questions I haven't made up yet, Corey.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Robbie can correct me. My thought was always that people kind of dressed in whatever like clothes that they could make or someone made for them. The only thing that's really traditional from what I've made up would be like any kind of ceremonial or religious robes.
Yeah, I don't think that it's anything you would be worried about now. The fact that it's kind of gonna be sort of impromptu. It's more just the idea of being able to do this for like a return or a semblance of normalcy since they haven't been able to for a while.
Right. Yeah. So we wouldn't need to worry about that part.
All right. That's
I think these will be
60
fun.
gold then, Leo, and you have 40 of them.
Oh, how many people are at the Pallid place?
There's like
40
to 50 people, so
oh
2
my gosh,
boxes
Leo,
would be
are you
enough
planning to
cover
prank
everybody.
everyone?
No, I'm not going to prank everybody. I was just going to buy enough, and if people don't want them, I'm just going to keep them for the trip. Like feed them to the horses or something like that.
That would be
my horse.
crazy. Or we could use it like if we're hunting down a mark, we could just like spike their drink or whatever, and then we could find them.
If that's what it all adds up to, I can't math.
All right, 6:15 then. Honey, if you want to do my math, 'cause I may have done it wrong.
Are you adding my boxes? Because I'm buying my stuff myself.
Oh, no, I didn't. I assumed
Okay,
you
good.
were.
Cool. I didn't want you to take it out of the party. 'cause
No,
it's my shop.
I think I assumed that was the plan, so.
All right.
And I'm
So,
starting to think I should get 4 boxes instead of just 2.
remember, they have 20 in them. I don't know how often you plan on pranking people with them, but
I'm not going to prank people with them. It's
Just
like, do
gonna
you
offer
want
the
to
ones-
taste the... Yeah.
He's gonna make some friends.
and
I
freak
mean,
people
I never
out.
wrote this down, but Robbie said that we don't have good alcohol in the Pallid Grove. But Callie and I realized, I think Callie, you kind of mentioned, I agreed with you, that we definitely probably have some shrooms.
That's why I'm
Oh,
getting
wow.
the drugs, too.
Yeah, I imagine they have great hallucinogenics.
I mean, lived underground, it makes sense.
So
Anyway.
was there anything else in town that anybody potentially wanted to do, either to prepare for the Kaylee or in regards to anything else? Because if not, you're able to find anything else that you need. We'll say just take out like another, ooh, we have a 20-person raid coming in from Jess the Human.
Oh, hello, Jess the Human. Are you sure you're a human?
Oh.
Everyone
Seems
knows
suspicious.
that when you have to tell people you're a human, you're definitely a
Definitely-
human.
I'm a normal.
Yes, Kay does that all the time. I'm normal. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for the shout out to Jess. Make sure you go over there and drop a follow. Welcome in, everyone. The party's actually getting ready to throw a traditional Pallid Elf dance party here in just a minute. And you apparently just missed my version of Exandria, Willy Wonka, I guess, is what the consensus was. I thought he was
did like your Willy
fantastic, though.
Wonka.
Oh, well, he's going to show up later for the party because you got him to do the light show. So
Yes, we did.
look forward to it.
I was a little nervous about that part, but we'll make it work.
We'll see what happens. So, was there anything else in Gwardan, in the town proper, that anyone wanted to do or potentially look into? Or, thank you for the follow, would you rather just meet back up and sort of fast forward to the night?
Leo, did you have thoughts about finding these people? Otherwise, I'm fine with meeting back up. We could even all talk together, I guess.
Worst case scenario, they find us first, which isn't great, but I'd rather talk with Zana to get her thoughts on trying to case this. But
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, are they really gonna, come at a whole camp of like a fourth of a clan? Like,
Bigger than a fourth.
oh, I'm sorry,
Mm.
I'm confused. Like multiple clans
No,
in
it's
one
fine.
camp.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just funny.
Like I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't try at least today.
well, yeah, not broad daylight. So, like, if we go off on our own after the party, so we probably should stick close together if we're going to do this party
Agreed.
and keep our wits about us. So that means I can't do these drugs that I just bought.
Well,
I
let's
could.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Nope,
Go
nope,
ahead, babe.
No. I was just gonna say we'll definitely, when we meet up with everybody, just kind of get their thoughts. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I can go find the regular paints. I would like to get some festive robes. Hermia, if you would like to come with.
What are we getting?
I just want to get something a little nicer and stuff, just because I'm gonna be hosting tonight. Because I
Oh.
always wear my same fancy red cloak and stuff, and I just want something a little more on theme.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we'll say that take like another 15 gold out to just kind of
Mhm.
cover all the other general like normal stuff that you want to buy for it. And Corey, 10 gold for some new fancy MC clothes for you. You also, if you want, since you had Hermia with you, you could also try and talk her into being your assistant during the ceremony and buy her like some assistant clothes.
Oh no, I think Corey would actually be like, Hermia, do you think this is nice enough? Like, I just don't want to screw this up for Maeve, and I don't know. It's really cool that we're being a part of this and stuff. We just never done like anything like this before.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not really sure like what Maeve's people think is acceptable or not.
Yeah.
But I think you look great. And plus like it's gonna be nighttime, so I don't know, people can't see you in the dark.
Oh. Yeah. I guess that's.
I don't know, Corey. I'm just having a rough day.
You okay?
I'm just tired. Didn't sleep well last night. I was so embarrassed.
Why?
Oh,
Oh, when I woke up, I'm so sorry. Oh
no,
my God, that's right. I
that
totally botched that.
wasn't the. Well, I mean, maybe that was like contributing factor, but more so when I
Oh,
yelled at that
God.
lady that like, oh, it wasn't me. When she came yelling at the children,
Oh,
And when you
I
choked
see.
on your hair.
and then I choked on my hair. It's just a lot of embarrassment one day.
Oh, well, hey, we're gonna have a party tonight and we're gonna have some fun. And then maybe you and Ross gonna do like if we do some square dancing, you guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just have to, okay?
I'm embarrassed again. No.
Hermia Misty steps away. All right. So anybody else want anything they want to do in town?
I would want to meet up with everybody just to kind of see if there's any thoughts about
Yeah,
the
sure.
tailing
You
people.
can easily meet back up at the Purple Chamber.
All right. Everything go well for your wound?
We're all set there. It's healing up. As well as it's gonna heal up.
Right.
We're looking into a craftsman or a style of crafting here that might be able to construct a prosthetic.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yes. So we're Zana was very kind.
Look over to Zana.
It's fine. She'll work it off.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I'm glad for the good news.
Also,
Ah.
Corey, Leaf met up with his best friends.
I look at Zana and I'm like,
Hmm.
how did you
Wait.
know?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Because I was here earlier when the inn proprietor mentioned it, and I saw Corey losing her mind.
I wasn't
Zana.
losing my mind.
Zana.
Oh, there's
Sorry,
one now.
it-
She points over towards the door.
Mhm.
The door is the friend?
No, to get you to look.
All right,
Oh,
someone needs to
I
hold me
look.
back. I'm about to punt kick. That
You
little
turn to look.
gremlin.
You turn there to look, Corey, and there's nobody there. There's like some old
I-
dude just walked in.
I just told you it was a door, Corey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Leaf. You can have other friends, even if that means they're also sometimes your best friends that aren't me.
Hmm.
This one is confused.
Me too.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Corey, it's okay. She puts her hand on her shoulders. Tell Leaf your biggest fear.
I'm scared that you're gonna find a new best friend who's way better and cooler than me, and then just forget about me completely.
I'm very proud of you, Corey. That took a lot of vulnerability.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Leaf will open up its arms and offer Corey a hug.
I'm going for the hug. Did you notice my skin was blue?
Purple.
Indigo.
Purple.
I thought it was indigo.
Oh, that's the
Indigo.
same.
Indigo. Purple. Yeah.
God.
Leaf, eat this. And I hand him one of the pills.
No!
Leaf's whole head just opens up and goes
Oh,
like
God.
a Pez dispenser.
Wait, which pill? The lighting pill?
No,
The changing pill?
yeah, the thing that makes it taste like the best thing you've ever tasted. Yeah.
And you all watch as the silver part of Leaf turns like a yellow. Well, because he's like more metal, it turns like a gold color. He's a shiny version of Leaf now.
What does he taste?
Oh my gosh.
That's a good question, Leaf.
I thought
Because
Leaf
it's
could
magical.
taste-
I bet it would affect him.
Aw.
Well, if he's never tasted anything prior to
Well,
What if it
because
allows him to
Leaf-
taste now?
Leaf can consume things. So, Leaf, what do you think was the best thing that Leaf ever consumed?
Leaf
No, hold
attempted to
I have
taste
an
something
idea.
before in a dream, and Leaf was unable to taste anything
This-
in the said
this
dream.
is what you taste, Leaf.
Experience.
Is your memory is brought back to the first day that you met the Coin Accord. And they took you out to a tavern that night and insisted that you try some of the best booze this side of Exandria. And while you can't recall any of the flavors, because you don't really experience or taste in that way, the sensation, the taste that it gives you is friendship.
Aww.
What do you taste, bud?
It is delicious.
I thought you were about to be like my friends. Everyone looked very concerned.
It tastes like friendship. I miss the Coin Accord, my second family.
Oh, I understand.
No!
It's okay.
Do not
Okay.
worry, best friend Corey, the Highness.
the highness.
Okay.
This one will always be your best friend and will never leave you.
Thanks, bud.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. So I guess I just wanted to check if there were thoughts about these people tailing us. She has a parchment and a quill that she's been kind of taking notes on this whole time. It's just like, otherwise I have to concentrate on something else, and I don't really want to yet.
Zana looks over at you. You know, if you're really dreading it that much, I could take your form and give the speech for you.
No.
Or
Thank-
Corey could.
No. I have to do this.
All right. Well, I wasn't
I-
going to do
oh,
it for you anyway. It was a joke.
Oh.
I had a feeling I would
do
say.
it for you, Maeve.
Well, thank you. No, I kind of had a feeling Zana would agree to it and then just push me on stage. So, thank you, sweetie.
Corey, she also doesn't want anything to go wrong, so.
Oh.
I'm
don't know she's
doing
doing
my
bad.
best, okay? I'm doing my best. We got
She-
the supplies. No
we-
one's mad at me.
She did very well at the store. I was afraid for a moment, but I think it was just my over anxiety of what she was signing her name on. But I think it's fine.
I
The
don't think it would
proprietor,
have mattered because it wasn't her true name.
That's true.
the proprietor comes by and just kind of drops a handkerchief in front of Kieran. There you go, honey.
I pat Corey's back. You did good. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to write this. But were there any thoughts of what we should be doing with the people here?
I think for tonight, as far as that's concerned, Zana, Leo, and I can kind of keep watch around the edges of the camp to make sure no one gets in.
We can take
Yeah.
shifts.
And they have to know that we know that they're here now. If they weren't,
They
I mean,
definitely-
thankfully.
We're each aware that the other is here, so
Mhm.
I mean,
I probably will let the Selesno guards at least just be aware of just watching the area. I'd like each of you to be able to have some fun.
And you too, Maeve.
I will try. I've put many of these types of things on, never in a day, but that should be fine. It'll be something new. It's not a planned Kaylee, so it's not like I have to fit a particular theme or anything, so that's nice. You wouldn't believe some of the...
Themes?
Oh, I mean, we have one of these probably once a month that corresponds with a holiday, usually.
Mhm.
Usually some kind of equinox or solstice or other types of holidays. There's a lot of them, and some of them have very specific traditions, according to my father. But this one doesn't. It can be whatever we want it to be.
What is our theme, best friend Corey?
We're gonna go batshit.
Oh.
The
Our
we're
theme
gonna
is
go batshit
batshit?
Kaylee.
Yeah.
All right. I will be right back. And Zana steps up and excuses herself.
Wait, where are you going?
Are you writing a book?
Yeah.
Change the subject.
Hermia shows
And she
her
walks
notepad.
Is she just leaving?
She said change the subject, and then she just walked outside for a second.
Okay.
Going to get batshit, I guess.
Yeah. No, we're gonna come on, because we deserve this, guys. We've been doing so much, and a lot of bad things have happened. So I think we deserve like a break.
I think this will be good.
All right. Maeve, roll a D100 for me.
What the hell?
Relax.
What is Zana doing? 77.
Perfect.
Lucky number.
You needed under an 80. Okay.
Under an
Zana
80,
comes back
okay.
in.
Oh, good.
And with that, we'll go ahead and kind of fast forward through the rest of the day. So you all head back to the Pallid Elf camp. Hermia, you do eventually find a random chest that's kind of been set inside of one of your tents, just like literally in like the middle of the tent, and after poking around with it a little bit, it is it's Princess, and she's okay.
Aw. You kind of give her a pat.
I will approach Zana at one point and just say, well, I know you've been kind of also asked for guard duty, but I hope I can also take some time with you tonight. It is a dance party after all.
Sure. Have you improved since the gala?
It's the dances that I know. Are you ready to learn some things?
I think I'll be fine.
We'll see. If you need a crash course, just let me know. And no, I'm not just saying that to avoid writing my speech.
Well, now it's
Maybe
pretty
10,
obvious
maybe
that you're
10%.
doing it.
Haven't
Maybe
you
10%.
already written your speech? You've been working on it all day.
Yeah, but you see like 3 pieces of paper, and all of them have cross marks and like little carrot tops and added things to it. And she's like,
Have you
been
thought
editing.
about maybe just speaking to them like they're your people instead of like they're your responsibility?
What's the difference?
The difference is the way that you would talk to a group of strangers as opposed to us.
A lot of them already have preformed opinions of me,
Then-
good and bad.
Then no words that you put on paper or try to rearrange in any particular order is probably going to change that. So just speak the truth and speak from the heart. Don't get up there like you're trying to impress them.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, the thing is that this is going to be an open forum, and that means there will be questions. Very likely. Just trying to be ready for some of those.
Do you want to come with a code word for if someone's mean, and I'll just shoot them?
Looks at her. I think if anyone attacks me, we'll just go with that. I don't think saying mean words means they should die.
I didn't say die.
But the severely injured?
You could survive a gunshot.
She sighs a little bit. Thank you for the offer, but I can handle this. I think I have said worse things to myself than anyone out there could say to me.
She nods.
She will squeeze her hand and then make a final draft that is clean and legible.
All right. Zana goes and starts patrolling then.
Okay. She has the sending stone. She has the half sending stone.
She has one of the pairs, yes.
The girlfriend stone, yeah.
The paired stone. I do, by the way, with one of the other sending stones, I'll let Caitlin know that we're putting on a thing tonight if he wants to show up or just
Okay.
see things.
He responds, "Oh, yes, I know. I said I will. I told Zana I would try to make it if I could. It should be fine." And you suddenly recall when she stepped out of the tavern.
She gets very red in the face and is like, okay.
Luckily, no one's around to see it.
Yep. Gonna just keep going.
All right, cool. So everyone is able to do any sort of preparations that they would like for the night. You are approached by... Oh my god, there's too many. I have too many things opened up. Where are my notes? There they are. Oh, nope, that's not the right thing. You are approached by Raynar. Have you told her yet about the Kaylee that you want to throw?
Yes. Yeah, we did. She said that she thought it was a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I do remember that.
All
I
right,
did.
So
We did it the morning. It was like at the end of session last week, like in the morning, I think, before we found out that Zana was gone.
Gotcha. Okay. So with that, a few more hours pass. It's about maybe a half an hour till sundown, and all of the Pallid Elves are gathered in the center of the camp as they await an address, a little bit of an open forum with Timavra Mashfall, the Farseer. So you walk up there. Where's Luster during all this? Do you think you have him with you?
Yeah, he'll be with me.
Okay. So you kind of walk up. There's been a small... there's like a bunch of boxes that have sort of been put together, you know, empty supply boxes and stuff. Kind of like a bit of like a raised stage, if you will, that Raynar steps up on and kind of settles everyone down. As you all have no doubt heard by now, as word travels fast in a Nor, let alone when there's just 40 to 50 of us present. But yes, Timavra Ashfall, daughter of Amaris Ashfall, is here. She has on her way, I believe, back to the Pallid Grove with a group of her friends, but I know all of you have been itching to ask her questions, and believe she has an explanation prepared for you one way or the other. So, Timavra, if you would.
Thank you.
And there's a little bit of like whispering kind of going on amongst the crowd. You see the odd glances here and there, some sneers, some hopeful looks.
She kind of tries to brace herself a bit.
Nika's
and-
going to just give Maeve a pat on her back and say, "You got this." He's going to cast Enhance Ability on her
Oh,
Aw,
look at you.
for
thanks, buddy.
Eagle Splendor.
Ooh, that's a little too serious.
So you
Alright,
have
we'll go with this one.
advantage on charisma.
Thank you. I definitely need that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. She will nod to Leaf and stand there. People of the Pallid Grove, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all. I am, as presented, Timavra Ashfall, daughter of Amaris.
You notice somewhere in the back of the crowd a familiar-looking bard.
Leader of Clan Ashfall. Some of you have come to know me as the Farseer, and others as the Ashfall daughter who ran. I hope to address all of that today. To clear up the rumors, it is true. I left home without telling anyone. I had received a calling from a higher power, the same as my sister Lashandra did before me. I didn't know what it would mean at the time, but I knew that it was important. Some of you will say that I left because I couldn't take the pressure of leadership. I will not waste time convincing you. You've already made up your minds, and we do have more important concerns, but to that I will say this. I know what many of those in leadership thought of me. Standing at my father's side at 17 years old, not even having experienced my first lover's meet. Nothing I did was going to be the right choice then. But time will tell, and historians will judge me for this choice that I did make. During my time away, I have found these people, my comrades, my friends, and we are facing a dangerous evil. Portals to other realms are opening, causing destabilization of this world. I have reason to believe that the Pallid Grove could be one side of this, and we are all going up there to find out. I was only made aware of this disease spreading recently, and I am taking it upon myself to find the source and eradicate it. Curse me or praise me, my journey remains the same. I will aid the Pallid Grove, and then I will move on, as I have, journeying with my team to continue our mission. Those of you taking the chance to travel, to leave the grove, I will tell you this. It's beautiful out here. There are unusual things, terrible things, and also incredible things. I hope you see it the way that I do. Thank you. I will take any questions you all have now.
Someone shouts from the back, "Why'd you leave without saying anything?" And someone kind of near them pipes up, "Yeah, did you not realize how it would affect your clan?"
Hey, ask your question respectfully. You're going to find out what it feels like to get your nose broken by a one-armed woman.
Do you answer, Maeve, or no?
And
Or just
I'll
ignore them?
nod to Roz, and I will say, I wish I had an answer that was satisfying to you. All I know is at the time, taking my sister's place, I truly thought at that time that there was nothing good I could do. No choices I could make that would satisfy anyone. And so, yes, I chose to leave without saying anyone because I had hoped to make a lot of wrongs right. And I learned some different things along the way that have kept me away this long.
Did you know that other Moonborn would follow you? That it would cause this exodus?
I had no idea. Truly. I am... You all call me Farseer, and that name is kind. But I will confess that I had no idea that anyone would think that I would do something worth following. And that may sound naive, and I understand that. But I also am taking that in, taking responsibility for it now.
A woman steps forward. You can tell that she's holding tears back. "My sweet Eliza was one of them. She left with a group of her friends to follow in your footsteps. I haven't heard from her in over a month. How are you going to take responsibility for that? What are you going to do about it? Who's going to take responsibility for all those who left and are out there all alone now with no one to rely on? When they don't come home, what are we supposed to do?"
You said she went with friends? Tell me about your Eliza. Who did she go with?
They were from some other Nor. I don't know their names.
So
But she wasn't like you. She wasn't a hunter. She stayed inside. She doesn't have what it takes to be a hero or adventurer out there.
There are plenty of people that are not heroes and adventurers making incredible lives here. If you wish me to find more about where she is, I will. At the same time, I want you to put your faith in your daughter. Think about what you did teach her, the resourcefulness that you taught her, the lessons of friendship, the lessons of working together with others. Trust in that.
Words and trust won't protect you out there. She kind of turns and walks back further into the crowd. What proof do you have about these portal things you mentioned? Someone else is like, "Yeah, why should we believe you? You're an ashfall. All you lot do is disappear and disappoint."
I looked at Roz, I'm like, don't.
Roz looks over like, "Hey."
Don't. She will straighten her shoulders. What testimony will you accept? Perhaps I could go to the people of Deidrin, who were overtaken by one such creature from a portal that had the whole city hostage. Perhaps some of you would be willing to hear from Rexentrum and the good that we did there. Perhaps my friends could tell you what they had seen. You may not trust in Ashfall, but will you trust any of their eyes?
And you know what's causing this illness while you're doing good out in the world? Who's doing good in the grove? Someone's like, "Yeah, is it magical? Is it a curse? Are you going to stop it now that you're back?"
I don't know what the disease is, and we are going up there to find that out. I am not the only hero here. And we're Pallid Elves. We're not hopeless. We're not weak. We were underground for how many centuries? Overcoming one of the worst things from the calamity under the grace of Sayanine? We are not weak.
You see this
Yes.
crotchety old man. Yeah, we should have stayed down there if you ask me.
Well, I will not take either way on that. But what I do know is that we are survivors. We have gone through some of the worst things that this world has ever seen, and we've come out stronger. There is no reason to believe that that can't happen now here, too. And it won't just be because of me. Because of y'all of you. And the people that have remained home.
So what do we do now, then?
Well, I see here you have a couple of options. Some of you, I think, will want to take this opportunity, see this world, to speak about Pallid Elves. You'd be surprised how many historians don't really know anything about us. Or some of you might want to come back with me to see what this disease is, to help those who still need help back there, maybe those who couldn't travel. You have options.
Just kind of a bit of a murmur among them from person to person, and Raynor steps up on the stage. I think that's enough of that for now. You have plenty to think about, and we have plenty of time for Maeve and the Second Chances to go back to the Grove, see what they can find, what they can solve. And the people here in Gwardan have been more than accommodating for us.
Which
But
I'm
for
very
now,
grateful for.
let's put it all behind us. Tonight we're going to celebrate. It's been far too long under Katha and under the gaze of the Moonweaver, and we have done that. So tonight the Farseer and her friends are going to lead us in a celebration. Akali.
If you will join me.
So,
All right.
with that, there are definitely a few people that are a bit begrudging to it, but it
Yeah.
doesn't take long for them to get in. Corey, how did you want to help Maeve start this off?
I think watching that, Corey's gonna come over to Maeve and say, "Hey, you did great.
Thanks.
If you want us to fight any of them, I'll
Nope.
get the kids."
Nope, we're not fighting anybody. We're just
okay.
gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate.
Right.
Her
Why
her
don't-
like hands are just shaking.
Yeah. Okay. How about we just start off with some light music? I'll go set up the food, and then, like they can just, like let them mingle and stuff. We won't do
Yes.
anything big yet until they're like feeling it. Maybe after a few drinks and stuff.
Yes, that's an excellent idea.
Oh,
Corey.
also, when you all came back, originally I forgot to mention this earlier, but Leaf, did you want to mention what they found that happened to have grown at the end of your spell casting throughout the day here?
Oh, yes. So off to the side, there is a very large patch of berries of various sorts: strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, as well as a very large centerpiece topiary of luster, as well as a very intricate design of ivy that is in calligraphy wrote that has the phrase that is written asphalt provides. Leaf spent what made that last night.
Yeah, so I guess Maeve sees this and is just like aghast. This looks beautiful, Leaf. Luster is very proud and he's like trying to pose with it. He's like, that's
He
me.
definitely
It is
flies
a
up
very-
and lands on top of Luster, Topiary Luster's head.
Topiary Luster.
But yeah, so there is plenty.
The luster pose, topiary luster is like this. It's the thinking.
The thinker pose. Absolutely.
But yeah,
love
there's
it.
plenty of fruits and berries that can be eaten right off of this as well, as large as it is.
I think what Corey will do is everyone, like, after setting up and everyone's just kind of like that awkward, like, all right, I guess the party started. Wherever like the center of this campsite is, Corey is going to take
You
out their
pop up on like
flute.
that little stage that was kind of set up.
Yes. And then I'm going to cast mirror image so that there's like different versions of me on the stage.
Yep. You are still purple, by the way, and Leaf is still gold.
Yep.
This thing's lasting
Yep.
forever.
And I'm just going to play a nice little tune. Nothing too like in people's faces. It's just like a nice background kind of thing.
Make a performance check.
I will spend info just for me.
Aw. I'll go see where Kalen is holed up. Because I know he's probably not going to be able to stay for very
That's
long.
a 28.
Yeah, it's you find just the right sort of vibe for it. And it eventually gets people dancing around as well. And people kind of really start to get into it, and any of that animosity that was there earlier seems to be gone, and people kind of really get into the mood and the vibe of everything that's happening. Rosalind, you said you want to find Zana and patrol around with her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you wanted to talk to her about anything too, we can get to that later. Maeve, you do find Kalen, who he probably finds you pretty quickly after you come down and walks up. That was quite the speech for someone who spends most of her time holding up trees.
Yeah, a missed opportunity. Perhaps the actor in me has finally come to fruition. Thank you for coming. I guess Sana wanted it to be a surprise. I didn't realize that.
That's all right. I don't think she trusted you to let me know, but you did, so.
I
Kudos to
did.
you.
I was not gonna hide and run, but I appreciate her trying, and I appreciate you being here. I expect what they're angry issues. I know they're just lost, but I don't know. I just hope I can do something about this.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Well, I know you can't be here for long, but guess we can do some dancing if you'd like. Well, I'm still able to stand.
I am incorporeal, but we can certainly try.
Yeah. Yay.
All right.
That's all she'll start with for now, because I assume he can't stay here for very long. So she'll, once like he has to go, she'll.
It lasts
go
for
through the
about
ground.
for about an hour. So.
Okay. Cool.
Corey, did you want to describe any more of your performance, or do you do anything like MCE while you're up there?
Yeah, I think what's the mood, what's the vibe right now? Like, are people like, yeah, or are they just like,
No,
two people are coming up?
Imagine like
Is it like a family party, and then like
yeah,
you just know like these specific cousins or uncles are gonna go on the floor and no one else is going to?
No, everyone's kind of participating. It's kind of the vibe of like a Fey square dance.
Yep.
The vibe of a square dance, but without all like the country redneck stuff. And it's more like Fey and like kind of elven, and just there's something that's just more like majestic and kind of regal and fancy about it.
Okay. Are they rowdy or like?
Not really. No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not really.
Okay.
They're all pretty sensible. You do see occasionally like, some pairs or like, a trio of people will kind of like run off laughing and like holding hands and disappear into a tent. But other than that, it seems to be
I forgot to mention that part of the Kaylee.
it seems to be a pretty sensible gathering and celebration.
Okay. I think then Corey will wait for either when they can tell people are getting a little more loose, and then start to ramp things up a little bit.
Okay. As you are up on the stage playing, you start to feel little flecks of water hitting the back of your neck. And you look up and see this one small, very low-hanging, single rain cloud that kind of moves in.
I'm a performer, so I'm gonna keep smiling and keep playing as if nothing's happening. Can I like insight arcana or anything about it? Like, is
Go ahead and
is
arcana
someone
it.
casting?
I think your friend's shown up.
My friend?
The guy we hired.
Right. The dude we hired.
I wish it was Kaz.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
14?
14. You're not sure why this stupid rain cloud is trying to fucking get all up in your performance and ruin things, but you will power through it. And then you hear a distant crash of thunder. And then everyone else kind of notices it because it's just like raining down on you. And then there is a flash of lightning that strikes just near you. And as the smoke clears, standing there in a pose is Brinley Collin.
You have fun with him.
Welcome, one and all, to the performance of a lifetime. Now, where is Kaylee? Where is Kaylee? I hear this is all for Kaylee tonight, right?
God.
Karen, where's
And I
Kaylee?
just I whisper through like my smile, like, no, the celebration is called a Kaylee.
Ah, ha, ha! Punchline! A little joke here we have in Gwardan. We just made it up for you, the Pallid Elves. Welcome, one and all. Kieran the Card. Will you join me?
Absolutely.
He takes you by the hand.
Oh, God.
We're going to bring the magic of Exandria to this Kaylee. He kneels down on the ground and he puts his hand in and just kind of like gets a big handful of dirt. Kind of look to you. Come on, jumble dirt.
Okay, grab the dirt.
Do you feel it, Kieran? Do you feel the magic coursing through the veins of Exandria?
Feel
And you can
rain.
see his hand. Oh no, the rain's gone. He waves his hand.
Okay.
Rain cloud disappears. You can see that his fist is glowing, and there's like these little snaking veins of like energy that seem to be going out from his hand and into the ground. Feel it. Reach for the magic.
Okay.
Are you feeling it? Corey,
I'm feeling it,
Corey.
Mr. Krabs.
I don't see it. It's not. You're not doing the. Do you not? It reaches over and like taps your hand. It starts to glow, and he throws the soil and the dirt up into the air, and you do the same, mimicking him. And you watch as those veins of energy begin to snake up out of the ground and fly up into the air and begin to expand, growing wider, growing longer, and like a system of roots in the sky, they just begin to trail off and light up like the entire camp. People from the city would easily be able to see this going on. And essentially, he just kind of keeps leading you through this and having to kind of cover for you the whole time. But it's like a good 10-minute like performance of just like illusion magic and like a light show. And it was definitely a little weird to start, and people were like, I don't know about this.
Yeah.
But it ends up being a fantastic performance. And you can make another Arcana check if you want to try and figure out where the hell his magic comes from.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't buy a BBEG.
15.
I'd be so mad.
You have no idea how he's doing any of this.
You know,
If
it's in him. He's just magic itself, guys.
Yeah, if he's using something like spell slots, like Major Image, he's using a lot of them.
Yeah.
He must have an item.
I think Corey's gonna try to Okay, folks. Some of you are archers? Yeah, archers your thing? Well, prove it. And I fly up into the air, and then I'm going to shoot up my hand and cast spray of cards, specifically blinding, so they kind of like twinkle and sparkle in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Are we gonna pretend like you passed out the
Yes, we're gonna
safe
pretend you have
arrows
to pay
beforehand?
arrows. Yeah, everyone's just like, we shoot like an arrow.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy's just like, all right, shoots Kieran out of the sky.
yeah, I know.
Did you say
Oh,
you're
God.
you're you're using blinding spray, so they all be at disadvantage?
No, I mean, I wasn't aiming it at anyone. I
Okay,
was
you're
just
not
saying
trying to blind them. You're
blinding
just
so that,
using it for
like-
like flair.
yes.
All
like,
right,
as
so
the
we'll
effect,
say that like
yes.
6 people kind of have their like bows and stuff ready. So we'll take 6 shots at you. What's your AC?
Wait, at me? No, shoot the cards.
Oh no, they thought you meant to shoot you down. They have like these dulled, like you kind of have like arrows with like bean bags on the end, like not actual arrowheads, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they thought you meant to shoot you, so they're all shooting at Kieran.
Nope,
What's your
That's
AC?
fine. My AC is low as shit, as always. 14.
14. All right. Of the first volley,
Do I
one
have
of
a bonus?
one of them hits you. And in the
Okay.
second volley, 2 more hit you. And those 3 are like, yeah, what did we win?
Oh, yeah, okay. You guys were supposed to shoot the cards, but it's fine. Yeah. And then I will who do I want to transform into? I'll transform into a what's like a have we like we've seen pixies, right? Or anything? I know I can't
I would say
transform that small.
you know what a pixie is. What, are you using like shape
Okay.
change?
Yes. I'm not
Okay.
gonna like
Is the
shrink down
idea
to
is
size,
this the hunt part where they have to hunt you down?
I guess it is now. I'm just gonna be flying around instead and just like, well, whatever. Everything for me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine. You can kind of turn into a pixie and kind of play like sort of like a game of tag where they have to like chase you down and stuff. And a lot of the younger children participate in that.
I'm gonna get them.
Roz, did you want to have any sort of words with Zana while you were walking around?
I mean, she'd thank her, but she doesn't really have a whole lot to say. She doesn't really want to celebrate. She just wants to feel useful, and this is better
Yep.
for her.
That's fine. Leo, you are given your put down glitter powder. You have
Powder.
Yep, you have take 200 gold out and you have 4 ounces of glitter powder. We can talk about the effects of it between sessions.
Oh,
Nice.
Leo, give me a perception check at disadvantage, since like you wanted to be watching, but you're also kind of like doing stuff with people. Thank you for the biddies, Namu. But you're also kind of like getting your drugs, so you're like a little bit distracted. So you give me a perception check at disadvantage, and Roz, you have shitty perception, so we'll just give Zana advantage.
Yeah.
Probably for the best.
Oh,
Thank you, Namu.
Yeah.
God, what's happening?
All right, she has a plus
Yeah.
9. That's pretty good. What'd you get?
Rolled an 18 first and a 13, so 13 plus 10, 23.
23. All right, and Zana got a 19. So Zana and Roz are kind of like on the opposite side of their patrol, near the topiary. When you notice 2 dark figures around your cart.
Great.
Who's closest near me?
Probably we'll say Hermia. Unless Hermia thought she would be off somewhere else by herself.
No, Hermia wouldn't. She'd just kind of be like hanging out.
Hermia's hanging out trying to like not look like she wants people to talk to her.
I'm gonna message in her head, grab your sword and go find Roz.
Hermia's gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna leave you by yourself.
Well, I'm gonna go
Unless,
get
like-
Maeve and Leaf. We're gonna meet up by the cart
I was gonna say like
where there's 2 people over there. And I point them out to her.
Hermia squints. Is there anybody like standing like not like in their direct vicinity, but like close by?
By where like the cart is?
Yeah.
No, the cart's kind of over by like where some of the horses, like where a kind of intermittent pasture has been set up, where some of the horses are out grazing, but nobody's like standing out there anywhere.
Oh, I see.
And like they're not just like out like dancing around the cart. Like Leo saw them for a second, but whatever they're doing, they're trying to be sneaky about it. So you don't just see them like standing there at the moment where somebody would see them if they looked that way. He just happened to glance over there and see them at kind of just the right time.
Okay.
So the longer you wait, the chances are you're going to miss them.
Okay. So are they leaving or are they trying to steal from us?
You have no idea?
We have no idea yet. I don't
Okay,
think.
how far away are they?
They're about 100 yards away. You could always use your telepathy to like call to everybody else. Be like, everybody get over to our cart.
Oh.
I will message Ra, like telepathy Ra's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not gonna run over there, but I'm gonna send dancing lights over there. And can I? Okay, let me know if I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
So, can I kind of like bump up the dancing lights by casting prestidigitation to like kind of like make it like a burst of light like really quickly?
For like what are you trying to do with that?
Mainly just shock them and let them know like, hey, we see you.
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine. So you call out to like Roz to come to the cart. Anyone else you want to call to?
I'll call out to Maeve and Leaf.
Okay. All right,
Little
so all
stuff
of
that I'm
you
doing?
get a call in your head, like there are people by your cart. Hermia, you throw out your dancing lights and use prestidigitation to make it kind of like flash, and you see two people just like take off, like booking it back towards the city gates, like as fast as they can when you do that. Roz, do a perception check at disadvantage for me. Zana's
Cool.
is going to do the same. Yeah, it's not great.
Channel me.
I got an 18.
Okay, it's not bad. All right, so you all take running from wherever you are in the camp up towards your cart. Hermia, you and Leo are close enough to see them booking it for the city. The rest of you aren't going to quite make it there in time. Do you want to try and give chase, or do you want to go and inspect the cart?
I say it's safer to inspect the cart. I feel like this could be a trap trying to lure us away from everybody. So
Leo?
I will not run after them.
You want to run after
I
them all
wanna
by
keep
yourself?
No, I don't, but I do.
It's up to you.
But I won't, so I'll stay
Okay.
with Hermia.
All right, so the two of you, are you going to wait for the rest of your party before you go check out the cart?
Yeah.
All right, so
Hermia
the rest of you,
has flashbacks about the cart like being fireballed.
so the two of you get back pretty quickly, or the rest of you get over there pretty quickly. They
What's
fill you
going
in on what's happened.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Someone was hanging out by our cart. I spooked them, they ran. Didn't know if it was like a trap trying to get us to follow them, but they're definitely doing something by our cart. And on the off chance that's booby trapped, I didn't want to just walk on over there.
Okay, so they fled, they're gone.
Yeah, they went
Yeah.
into the city.
Okay, well,
All right.
guess we'll check out the cart. Who has a good investigation?
I mean, I got a +7, but like, I mean,
That's good. I will assist to give you advantage.
okay.
All right, so Hermia and Maeve head up to the cart. Hermia, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. That's a 18 + 7.
All right,
That'll
so
be 24.
you notice that
25,
the
sorry.
doors to the back of the cart, one of them is just kind of slightly ajar, the other one's still shut. And as you kind of slowly pull it open and look in, it is locked, so it looks like they somehow picked it. I assume you guys have the keys off of the guy, so you
Yeah.
can shut it if you want to. But looking inside, you take a look around first. You don't notice anything. It was an empty cart. You guys weren't really hauling anything
Right.
once the aromatons cleared out. So Hermia steps up inside, kind of walks along
Wait,
one
before I
side.
step inside, can
Yep.
I use my necklace thing that lets me know like
Ooh,
if magical
can.
effects are in.
Yes, you can. So yeah, you use your necklace, and there's no magic that you see as it kind of pulses out. No magic. So you step up inside and kind of take a closer look. There's nothing. Check down underneath around the wheels, the axles. Up on the front where you sit, kind of down underneath, there's like a little hidden compartment for like a few suitcases. You don't find anything.
Either they were maybe.
Maybe have Zana like look this over too, because I mean I feel like she would be able to find something that's hidden that people would want to
All right.
have found.
With her +0 investigation.
Why is she so
rolled
bad? She's supposed to be good at this.
She's
She
not
rolled
an
a
int
7.
character.
She has a +9 perception.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of goes over. You're like, I want you to look just, to make sure, and she doesn't seem to see or find anything either.
Either they were maybe just investigating the cart themselves to see
trying
what
to just
is here,
rob
or
us?
they were
Could've-
gonna hide in it.
I mean, look, it could have been kids. It could have been some thieves looking for something. I prefer to err on the side of caution and say that it wasn't, but maybe you found them before they were able to do whatever it is they wanted to do.
That's true too.
Nothing to be done about it now. Hopefully, like we scared them enough that they're gonna wait a while before they try again.
Go back and enjoy the party. Roz and I will be more vigilant.
Thank you. Let me know if anything else happens.
Zana also suggests that you split up instead of going together, so that way you're kind of covering 2 sides of the camp at once.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, maybe we'll go back, but she's gonna be a little more looking around.
Aware.
Yeah.
All right. So the party
Leaf
goes
is
on.
going to turn into a leaf owl and just fly above Gwardan for a couple hours and see if it can see anything.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Do I use owl form?
You use your own mental stats, so it would just make a perception check.
Okay.
Is that not what you rolled earlier?
It is, yes.
20. No, it was an 18 and a 33.
Oh yeah, it was an 18 and 20. Yeah, 18.
All right. You notice almost immediately as you go back up, about 200 yards north of where the camp is, you see 2 people kind of scrambling up over the wall and into the city.
Oh, interesting. So they're not allowed, or they're not. Okay.
Can I see what race they are?
No, too far.
I'm just going to be an owl and follow them for a while and see where they go.
Make another perception check to see if you can catch sight of them once they enter into the city.
25.
25. I will say that you are able to follow them towards, for about 10 minutes, towards the northern side of Gwardan, back towards where the mining district is, before you eventually lose them.
Okay. All right, then I'll just fly back and telepathically relay that to the rest of the party.
Okay.
And then turn back into leaf form and continue what it was doing before, which was Druid crafting a volleyball net for the kids to use
Oh.
out of vines.
All right. So eventually the Kaylee comes to a close. I assume Corey
Oh, wait,
probably...
wait.
Yes, go ahead.
I think while all of that was happening, Corey would have had to have landed at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and then was like immediately like surrounded by little kids because they were so like enamored by
Like,
it.
Corey, you're our best friend.
I'm like, okay, ew, you're sticky. Oh gosh, please take that out of your mouth. And then for the rest of the Kaylee, I think Kieran would create using major image like a spectral version of Luster
Mm-hmm.
to like kind of like distract the kids. And then ends up enjoying themselves a little more than they thought.
You hear the kids
Yeah.
chanting at some point, Farseer, Farseer,
God.
Farseer.
Oh god. I was like, oh god, oh no.
Who do you think is
Is
the
anybody-
first one to go back to camp as things are kind of dying down?
Not me.
It'd probably be me because I'm the old fart.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fair.
All right. Make a perception check as you're getting back into
Oh.
camp.
God, what they do to our camp.
Oh, that one's not good at all. 13
Okay. yeah.
Total?
You get back and you
total.
head. You get back and you head into your tent and you lay down.
All of us are like, uh-oh.
All right. And I
Where's
guess
the fireball?
Eventually, the rest of you end up making your way back, as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Corey probably Corey probably had to escape the children at some point. I would assume probably comes back with Leaf or actually probably Hermia would probably be back first, wanting to just get away from like people and stuff. Make a perception check
Yeah.
for me, Hermia.
Okay.
Probably the last to be there, unfortunately.
I'm gonna spend it in its bow. Didn't really roll. Oh shit. That is perception.
Yep.
22? 15 plus 7? That's a
22.
22, right?
22. Yeah. That's really
Yeah.
good. You notice that the opening to Maeve's tent is kind of slightly like undone.
Oh god.
Great.
Creepy.
Um,
Creepy.
I will message in my head to Roz. Looks like someone might have been in Maeve's tent while we were all away. And I will. Shoot, I didn't have what I thought I had. I'll send in some dancing lights ahead of me
Mm-hmm.
and kind of do the same thing, hoping like whoever's in there like gets scared by them.
Yep. All right. So your dancing lights illuminate the tent.
And I'll
No
wait
one
a
runs
beat,
out.
and then I'll just look inside.
All right. Looking inside, you see armless, legless, the upper torso with a head of an Aormaton. And there seems to be a letter attached to its chest.
Yeesh.
Okay, that's foreboding.
In my
Can
tent?
can I use my necklace again to like see if there's any magical effects just hanging out in this tent?
Yep.
Like,
Now let me double check
specifically
really
on the
quick because
body?
I know that with your necklace too, there was like a use limit
Yeah,
on it,
there
but I
was
don't
a-
know that we put on there properly.
I thought you had fixed it. Hold on, where does it go?
Once used, this item cannot
Oh.
be used again until you finish a long rest.
What? Why is mine different?
Because we didn't fix it yet in.
Because it says
in-
you can use
in-
this effect a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
have
says
it that,
online.
that the effect lasts for 10 minutes, but it would have been 10 minutes since the other one, since you used it
Okay.
the first time.
Okay, I thought that was fixed because it didn't have the proficiency bonus last time. Okay, I guess I will wait
Okay.
because I do not have detect magic. In fact, I don't think it's possible for me to learn it.
Okay. So Roz, you messaged Roz, right?
Yeah, and then I'll message Zana. I was like, please tell me you're good at like seeing if something is a bomb.
I'm on my way.
God.
So Rosalind and Zana show back up.
Oh God, these things I don't see behind the scenes.
I think it might. I don't know. I'm concerned it might be a bomb. But
Roz
who
kind of just
knows?
raises her eyebrows.
I mean,
Magic.
that's weird, right? It's sending a message, and it's clearly not a friendly one. And there is a message on it, but I didn't want to, like... Actually, Hermia will, like, cast Mage Hand and grab the note.
Okay. So Hermia casts Mage Hand. It reaches in. It picks up the note. And as it does, you see a glyph flash on the body that fizzles away. I need Hermia,
Oh,
Rosalind,
God. Fucking damn it,
Zana,
Robbie.
and Leo to all make a dexterity saving throw. Leo, you make it at disadvantage.
Oh, your thing, we changed it. Just
Remember,
so I wouldn't know.
plus 5.
The
if
plus
you're
5
near
is
Roz.
only for Hermia and Zana. Ooh,
My
did not help Zana.
I'm spending inspo for straight
Trying to
roll.
kill me.
What is it?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okie dokie. I don't know if that'll do it.
17
Whatever. 19.
plus 26.
Jesus. All right. Zana and Hermia take 44 points of lightning damage. The old man, I'm going to say that you can't use your reaction to have it with evasion or whatever it is because you were technically asleep. So you take 22 points of lightning damage. Roz takes 22 points of lightning damage as a chain lightning erupts from the glyph of warding that was placed on this and chains through all of you, lighting up that section of the camp. And that's where we will wrap up tonight's session.
Who the fuck's trying to assassinate me?